Yep, 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 yep. Yeah. Let me take myself up here. What's good? Hey, Trish, I see you in the back. Oh, snap. It's going to be an interesting show. People, we are here. The big OGs. Cat. Ooh. We are here. What's up, Miss Cat? Okay, Miss Cat, hold on. Hold on. Let me stop this. Miss Cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I want to like you going out on a date? Like you going to go work out on a date?
I literally
like
just
what's up?
washed my
Like
hair. Wait,
you Puerto Rican today, huh?
this is my natural hair.
A woman in disguise, y'all. 1 minute she's Puerto Rican, next minute she's Dominican, and the next minute she's super black as motherfucker. Yeah.
This is called wash and sit.
I like it. I like it a lot. You know, you
Thank
doing your thing. I like it. You know, looking good. People, we're gonna have a motherfucking great day. Great night. Great night. Gas Mask Tribe Nation podcast where we filter out that bull. We are talking about Michael Jackson's family is ratchet ass. Huh.
What done happened?
Oh my Jesus. OM Jizzle my Nizzle. Miss Cat. Before we bring up Miss Trish in the background, Miss Cat. People, before we get on into the meat and potatoes, because I know we generally will start later in the show. We'll go later in the podcast because we be taking our time. I know I'll be taking my damn time. I'll be taking my I be taking my time like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I be taking my time like a motherfucker. But people, I kind of want to break this thing down, right? So, Miss Cat, let me pick up a picture of Mr. Michael Jackson, so everyone can just see.
He is dead. Like he couldn't have done that shit.
He didn't do anything wrong. Michael's the man. He didn't do any. Got the guy's a genius. You know what I mean?
Baby.
So I would, but
okay. But while you're pulling that up, did you see Bad Boys this weekend?
The Voice.
Bad Boys.
Oh no, we're gonna okay, hold on, because I definitely want to talk about that. I did not see it, Miss Cat.
No.
I will be seeing it. People, if y'all didn't know who Michael Jackson
is
or was
so cute right there.
What
the one
picture?
that's like this one with the real nose. It's like
The real
one
nose?
third.
This one?
It's the bottom row, third one over from right there with the green little to your right. Or wait,
no. This.
Yeah.
That's because he looked black as fuck.
He was so cute right there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He was cute on this album too. No. Mm-mm. This one next to the Thriller picture.
Okay, I'm gonna share this one. Like that. That one.
Yeah, that's like he's so cute there. He's cute on the Thriller one too.
Miss Cat. I'm not really judging Michael in that form, but but yeah.
We belong together.
Trish, I see you back there. Don't go nowhere. Look, Miss Cat, we just got to do this dialogue, Miss Trish. We got to do this dialogue. So, Miss Cat, Michael, me, I model a lot of my music off of Michael, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know cats say that they're a Michael fan, but I'm probably the only non-singing entertainer that's the biggest Michael fan on the planet, like embedded Michael, like watch every fucking video, try to do every move. But I really cultivated his artistry, how like what he would do in the studio. So if anybody ever listened to a lot of like Biz records, if you ever listen to a lot of Dirty Harvard, then you can hear a lot of essence of Michael, like the way I twang my words, the way he would do these, at the pop, at the pop, how he would do these all these little fast, little pitch things. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Michael, huge
Everybody.
fan. I feel like that's like one of my idols in songwriting or song production, I would say. And
Mm.
I just didn't ever think his family would be like as ratchet as they are, but there's some ratchet ass people, right? Like, I would never disown my grandmother in a way where I wouldn't give her anything. You get what I mean?
Oh, you talking about the kids trying to take all the money?
Yeah, and they trying to hold her back from the estate. I mean, we're gonna get all it deep into it because we got some people, some reactions. People are going to be breaking it down. But this is when people like Dr. Umar, this is when they start seeming right. Where what they're saying about black should be with black people and white should be like when they're painting their picture, they make their picture seem very fucking right. Right?
Mm.
Because they're saying when you go on the other side is not going to respect your culture like you would respect your own culture. You get what I mean? Like if
Mm.
Michael was here today, Michael would be, he probably slapped the shit out of his son, right? Like that's my mama. How you not gonna take care of my mama? You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
that's not
Mhm.
here. And I know we've had a lot of speculations like, are they really Michael kids? You know what I mean? Because those kids look freaking awfully white. But you know what I mean? That's another thing we're gonna end up talking about tonight because I know how deep this is gonna get tonight. And we're
Mm.
gonna really filter out the BS with our perspective. And I'm a really maybe say some dark stuff tonight. So I want people to be aware. I will say some things that's probably gonna be triggering because this is something that's I wouldn't say so personal, but it is personal to me because it's Michael. It's Michael Jackson. It's like, you know what I mean? It's the king of like we could say a pop, but like he's the king of entertainment. Like the one
It's
to
not the king of entertainment. You have to remember he opened up the doors for Black people to be on MTV. Remember back in the day, Black people were
damn,
not on MTV at
preach.
all.
Damn,
So
Miss Cat. You right
he
about
opened
that.
a lot of windows for Black people to be seen as real artists and worthy.
That's true. That is really true.
Um,
So, I definitely gonna be playing some videos tonight. And people stay tuned because we're gonna have some, you already know at the end of this show, we like to give our last thoughts where we help, like to help people filter out the BS. And I don't want to do a podcast. I keep voicing this always to people. I do not want to do a podcast where people just come to watch some shit where it's like, okay, this is entertaining and that's it. And it's like, well, you should have a little bit more. You should be able to walk away with some type of substance, right? If we give you what's trending and what's popular or whatever, because we know you're going to click because of the popular trend and what's talked about. But you can at least walk away with some type of substance like, okay, at least I have a better perspective looking at the whole Michael situation with his sons and whatever the case may be. So we're going to get very in depth where the sons, how these kids are, blase, blase. And yeah, man, it's going to be a great night. Trish, no, before I end up going in, Miss Cat, do you have anything to say before we get into our
well, no, because I mean, we need to see what's going on and what you want to say about it. So,
gang, 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 gang? People, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Drive to Gabby. Drive Nation, people. People, we're going to be talking about it today. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It'll be a great night. Oh, before we get into that, yo, Trish, I see you in the back. We're going to bring you right up. And we're going to have I got you. Y'all already know when I start the podcast, so for some reason at around about this time, my family love messing with me. So I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds. We're gonna get back into the show. Miss Cat, you got your coffee? I mean your tea? You got your tea? Oh, you gotta go get your tea. People,
now don't tell me to go get it. I'll go get it.
yeah, you go get your tea. People, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get right into this. I'm gonna play this 35-second clip of the Lady Snipes that's gonna be dropping soon. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
thank you, got me singing like
Wake up and smell the adventure with Mackenzie Empire, your passport to a world of extraordinary coffee experiences. Introducing our Brazilian blend, a masterpiece crafted from 100% Arabica coffee beans straight from the heart of Brazil. Immerse yourself in the notes of cocoa powder, caramel, and walnuts. It's not just a coffee, it's a journey to the exotic lands of flavor. For the health-conscious explorers, we present our Manuka Honey Coffee. USDA certified organic coffee, blended with raw New Zealand Manuka honey, organic cane alcohol, organic glycerin, and natural flavors. Pure indulgence that's as sweet as it is satisfying. Elevate your coffee experience with our hemp coffee, where the goodness of hemp meets the richness of coffee. Packed with high protein, omega-3, and omega-6 fatty acids, it's not just a drink, it's a nourishing ritual for your body and soul. But wait, there's more. Dive into the Mushroom Empire Fusion's Lion's Mane and Amp Chaga. A game changer that tastes like coffee but boosts your immune and hormonal systems. It's not just a beverage, it's a blend of science and flavor, designed to keep you energized and balanced. Mackenzie Empire, where every sip is an adventure and every cup tells a story. Discover the taste of excitement, the aroma of passion, and the joy of exploration. Because life is too short for ordinary coffee. Cheers to extraordinary moments. Mackenzie Empire LLC, brewing experiences, one cup at a time.
People. Well, so yes, people, you already know that's Ladies' Night. Ladies' Night is going to be coming back very, very soon in August. So y'all get ready for that. I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a great, great episode. Yo, Trish, you there? You got to put yourself on the screen if you're there.
Oh, you need to see my face?
I mean, I don't have to, but I would like to know
I
that,
would like
like,
you not to see my face.
why?
Number one, I got a message and I clicked on the message and it took me to the live. I said, "Well, damn, we doing a show?"
Hell yeah, we doing the show.
And right, I'm in the middle of what the fuck DYIN some stuff in my room.
DIY, doing it
DIY,
yourself.
whatever, Shay. Yes, I knew I was gonna get it wrong. These acronyms, they never work with me. I'm doing something
Uh,
myself.
yo, so
Listen,
how you been, by the way? Before I get into the subject tonight, because we got a lot to cover tonight. But how you been, fully? Been a while.
I've been pretty good. I've been chilling, deciding to do some nice stuff in my room finally, make it look classy.
Oh,
Maybe I
okay.
can gain some class if I sleep in some class.
Oh, look at you. Okay.
We gon'
Okay.
we
How do
gon'
I add your? I mean, how do I add your screen up here without you? Turn your camera on. Let's see if it adds the screen.
my screen is at it. See that?
Okay. Now take your screen off. Mute your screen. Ah, I get it. It won't
What's wrong?
leave you up on the what to call it. That's crazy. It won't leave you up there. Damn,
All right,
Gina.
I guess I could put on a shirt and brush my little throwback.
I
Don't trip.
mean,
I'll come up there.
you can just turn your screen off without
What you mean?
but every time you turn your screen off, it always go to it always come off. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, you good. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Because I was trying to look at like how to put your screen up there, but without you. Anyway, Quiet,
Yeah,
Buck.
it used
Be
to do
quiet.
that. Why it don't do it no
I'm
more?
shooting a podcast tonight. Huh?
I said it used to
You
do
never.
that. Why it don't do it no more?
I don't know. That's what I was. That's why I'm tripping. Like, yo, like, what's up with this? Like, why is it doing it like that? So I don't know. But people, let's get into this meat and potatoes. So Miss Cat is still making her delicious what you call that? Tea.
See?
Uh-huh. I'm rolling up this bleezy. And we about to get start easy. Yo, before we get into that, what you think of this, cuzzo? Let me show you something. What you think of this?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Did you ask your baby daddy all these questions before he hit it raw?
Who talks about that?
I do. That's why I'm here.
Cap, let's keep that real. Motherfuckers mask who they are.
Then wait, no. We can't do this thing where they don't answer questions.
No, go ahead. Yeah, you answer his question, Nicole. So.
What was your question? Did I ask?
Te dije, ella no está prestando atención, no puede oír, okay? Mira, did you ask, you said your qualifications are, what are your qualifications again? Be successful, goal-oriented, driven, and all of this BS. Did you ask, did your baby daddy have all these requirements before you hit it raw?
I was young.
No.
High school. So no, I didn't.
Let her answer the question.
No, I did
She's not.
Because I was young.
The
I
answer
didn't know better.
It's a yes or no question, mamita.
I'm answering it.
Let's see.
So I
No,
gotta pay for
because
these
I was
things.
young. I did not know all these qualifications. But now I'm older and now I know.
So now that you bring more baggage, you want a man who's made himself something to accept a worse deal than he's supposed to.
What is the worst deal?
A chick with a kid. I can get a chick. I don't date.
Excuse me?
You heard me. A chick to a man.
Okay, Keisha,
No, may I please speak?
Go ahead.
To a man, not to you. Nobody. You and your children are special to you. To a man, a chick with a kid is a bad deal. Because I could just go get a chick who doesn't have a kid. There's no complications to that. It's that simple.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Did you ask your baby daddy all these questions before he hit it raw?
What you think of that, cuzzo?
I thought we was talking about Michael Jackson. This took a turn.
Well, I just wanted to play that until Miss Cat get back. Miss Cat ain't here yet, so she's still
I'm
making
with
the
it,
tea.
though.
Huh?
I'm not messing with no man with no kids. I'm with it. I'm not doing it. I think that a man should not date a woman who got kids if he don't got kids.
But you wouldn't date a man with kids?
No, I absolutely would not. Not unless his kids were grown like mine.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Absolutely not. Why would I go back? Why would I start over just because he waited?
But do you think it's crazy for a guy to say something like that to a woman, like you're a bad deal if you're trying to get a man and you want him to accept what you are? You think that's bad?
No, I think that's your preference. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. If you a single dude, you don't got no kids, you out living your life, and you meet a woman and you find out she got kids and you don't want to talk to her no more, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's something wrong if the man continues to talk to the woman and then don't want to acknowledge them kids.
Yeah, that's weird.
You good with me if you say, you got kids, or I'm straight. I ain't gonna feel no type of way, because if I didn't have kids, I wouldn't want to mess with nobody with kids either. We not on the same level. We can't do the same stuff. You need a babysitter. I don't.
That's true. Well, I just wanted to see what your point was, on that. Miss Cat, she'll be back in a few. Miss Cat, where you at? She'll be back in a few.
How much you want to bet her? She gonna be like, that's messed up.
Well, because we talked about it last week, and I had it back here in the office, and I was like, well, let me kill some time until she come back. Let me ask Cuzzo what she think it is. Let's kill some time before she come back. But I mean, I don't want to go too far into it because You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna start going off the Richter. So I'm gonna keep it on to what we talk about tonight. You know, the ratchet ass family of our boy Michael Jackson. People, Miss Cat, Trish is here. She just don't have her camera on. She's in the back. She just don't have a camera on for some apparent reason.
I'm about to cut it on. It's because you want the truth or you want the podcast version as to why my camera not on. You
Whatever it is, put it on.
you want the truth? No, you want the truth or the podcast version?
Preferences is yeah, to each his own. Yeah.
Look, you scared. You don't know you want the truth.
I want the podcast version. I'll take the podcast version.
Let me get decent. How about that?
I like that. People, we are talking about Michael Jackson's family is ratchet AF. And the reason why I'm kind of went there because I thought it was triggering to talk about, you know, but I'm not going to put that as the headline. But
You're what?
I'm not going to hold on because I'm putting it right. You know. Hey, thank y'all for for y'all support. If y'all support, if y'all actually support, thank y'all for y'all support. If y'all actually support, because I can see the shit on this end. So trust. It ain't like we don't see the shit. Anyway, people, let's get into our first video of the Nizite. Now, this video is going to explain about, Michael, how he feels. Remember that time Michael had his baby and
he went out the window. I mean, out the vent.
Out the balcony. This is Michael explaining his reasons, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to kind of go in depth into it, but this is Michael explaining his reasons of doing that.
I would never do that to my children or any child. Try to kill them? Come on, stupid. And why would I put a scarf over the baby's face if I was trying to throw him off the balcony? We were waving to thousands of fans down below, and they were chanting they wanted to see my child. So I was kind enough to let them see. I was doing something out of innocence. I would never do that to my children or any child. Try to kill them?
Okay,
Sorry about that.
This is what's disturbing is that when he was explaining that, why was he shaking that baby like crazy? Did y'all not see that?
He was shaking the baby.
Yeah, he was all like, why would I? I'm like, okay, this is a little nuts. You didn't see how he was shaking the baby on his leg, all crazy like?
Okay, so I thought it was kind of weird the way, like, check this out. Just peep this out.
I would never do that to my children or any child. Try to kill them? Come on, stupid. And why would I put a...
You see that whole interaction? It's kind of awkward, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Just the whole shaking of the baby and then the scarf. What's the point? We can still see the baby.
He like, I'm gonna smother my. Yeah, like, I'm gonna smother my baby. Like, bro, you got a scarf over the baby's face. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Cat,
I love you, Michael.
You know it was Michael Jackson night because you got the same piece of hair right there hanging down.
You know what's funny is I was thinking that too. Like when he was showing the picture, I'm like, oh, we both got our little curly hair on the front.
Yep, y'all.
I didn't know that tonight was Michael Jackson at all. I just was like, let me get out the shower and get to this upstairs area so I can talk.
I'm just saying, like, that's something that I thought was kind of awkward to me.
I think everybody blew that whole dangle the baby off the balcony out of proportion. I mean, clearly he was trying to show people, oh, this is my baby, right? Maybe he shouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have, just because I'm too scared to do something like that. But I think people blew it out of proportion big time.
Yeah, I agree. That was way too ridiculous.
I mean, you are holding a fucking baby over the balcony. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, but there's
You don't
some
have,
dudes who put babies above on their shoulder when they're too little to be up there, and I'm like, oh my
but
gosh,
that's
hold up the baby's head because
oh
they can swing back, you know?
I mean, you be
really,
throwing your baby up in the air,
really.
catching them and
Yep.
stuff. Like we do all kind of things with our baby. I mean, I'm sure he had a good grip.
She said a good
Really.
grip.
Gabby says they forgot how to. Oh, I'm sorry. They forgot how much they damage did to him mentally. He didn't have a sound mind. Huh? Yeah. Wasn't he feeding the baby? Yeah. I don't know. It looked kind of awkward to me, like the way he was doing that. Now, I mean, mind you, I am a big Michael. Like that's my guy. You know what I mean? But this
I would
does.
never do that to my children or any child. Try to kill them? Come on, stupid. And why would I put a scarf?
He ain't shaking. He bouncing the baby on his knee. He was like aggressively rocking the baby.
Well, I'll just say I'll just say it's a pretty. It just a pretty. You know. It just looks kind of awful.
Oh,
In a way. It just looked very off. And so we get to meat and potatoes. Here's a little bit of something now. That baby has grown up. You know what I mean? And this is where we at
Oh
now.
my God, y'all gotta get in here and see this. Michael Jackson's youngest son, Blanket, just filed a motion to stop his grandmother's appeal in a case that Sony Music had out against Michael Jackson's estate. It's looking like they wanted to buy half of his music catalog. Now, the Jackson family did fight this case in court and lost, so Catherine Jackson is trying to appeal the decision. Now, Blanky filed a motion this week requesting the courts to deny the request of Catherine Jackson to use his inheritance money from the estate to finance the appeal. Like I previously stated, Sony Music wants to sell half of Michael's music catalog for about $600 million. The Jacksons previously lost this battle, hence on why Catherine wants to appeal. Blanket explains in the court documents that the appeal has little chance of winning, and he says he doesn't truly think it benefits the beneficiaries of the trust. He is requesting that the courts deny her access to the funds because he does not want to foot the bill out of his inheritance. According to the executors of Michael's estate, they claim that Catherine receives a 7-figure income every year. They would like her to use her own funds as opposed to the funds in the trust to appeal this. I'm sure she is not trying to do that, neighbors. I'm curious to know what y'all think about this entire situation. Do you guys feel like Catherine Jackson should use the estate money to fight the case, or should she use her allowance to fight the case? And do you guys think
She
Now,
should use her allowance.
I don't think you don't think she should use her estate?
No, does
Well,
everybody a part of that estate want to fight the same thing she fighting if it's a
well,
group
well,
decision?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went too far. I didn't want to go there exactly yet,
No.
but he said something in there that I thought was very prolific when he said about
Oh my
the
God, y'all gotta get in here and see this. Michael Jackson's youngest son, Blanket, just filed a motion to stop his grandmother.
right, the Sony Music. That's what I want to talk about. Sony Music. So Sony Music, if you guys don't know, Sony Music was in big battles with so we have to understand history so we can understand what's going on now, right?
mm.
So Sony Music Michael was already in bed with Sony Music, right? He ended up buying the Beatles, which is a lot. And some other catalogs as well. He ended up coming up to owning 50% of Sony Music,
Which is a good thing.
which is a great thing, right? But you gotta understand, this is Sony Music, one of the most powerful company in the world.
So
So he
who
owns
owns his
50.
50% though? Is his
Hold
mom or does his kids or what happened?
on. Oh, no. He was owning 50%. That 50%, you gotta understand, he's making money off of Beyonce, he's making money off Usher. Like this whole
Who
thing's
owns it
going
now though? When he passed away, who got that?
this is why women get the story twisted because they just want to hear the major details, but the history, Miss Cat, is that he was already owning it when he died. His family had, quote unquote, sold it for a certain amount of dollars. Now, when we talk about how that happened, we don't know how that happened. We don't know if they was tricked into doing that, signing over his stuff. We don't know if they were blackmailed into that. We don't know the real degree of what happened of the Michael family signing over his music back to Sony. Well,
Mm.
well, comes up is that part of this was what 600 million they were saying. So you have a person that's well, just say 50% of it is owned by him. We're not no more apparently, right? And the family's trying to fight for the whole ordeal to come back into their play, but it's not happening because you have the sons, that are not even trying to get it back. Like they don't give two shits about their fucking father to where they
Well,
won't even fight to get this back,
they don't
right?
have
And
the
then,
money probably to buy Sony
They
back.
don't. You think they don't care about their dad, or
look, I what I'm saying is you don't, Miss Cat. This little motherfucker makes a lot of fucking money from his dad estate.
Yeah, but how? I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of like where they're making money, but what I'm saying is they may not have the buying power to buy back 50% of Sony.
Okay, so when my kids pass, the music that's being published that I have that's out there that's selling, right? If something happened to me, my kids would continue to make the residual income off that.
How do you know that? Do you have that in your trust? Because if you don't have a trust, that's not guaranteed either. That is not guaranteed.
Okay, so by law, whether there's a trust or not, well, I'm gonna tell you something.
Laws
If you
change
have
all the time. So you better secure your stuff because had Michael Jackson
you right
secured
about that
certain
trust?
things, yes, you better have a trust because that's not guaranteed. Because if you have an attorney, that attorney can write over all the stuff to you, to themselves. I mean, and say, oh, this is, he signed this paperwork saying it's supposed to go to me and blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's just
Miss
a lot
Cat,
of money. When people have money, they get greedy. And if you don't have yourself protected, look
Miss
You
at
Cat,
should
this.
have yourself protected, but in the case of Michael Jackson, his kids got a lot
Yeah,
when he
they all got
passed.
a
let me
lot.
let me tell y'all something.
I'm assuming
There's a
that
thing
they
in
got a
hold
pretty
on.
penny.
There's a thing in real estate where if no one claims the house, the attorney don't take the fucking house. It's called the
No,
eminent domain. The government takes it. So
Okay.
absolutely.
if your money is sitting somewhere and no one's claiming that money, the government would take it.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's
They
what
do that
happened.
over everything. It's not even just
No,
your
no,
house. Something
no,
as
no.
small as like your
That's
insurance
what that.
company that you got three
Hold on,
hundred
hold on, hold on,
dollar
hold on, hold on,
balance
hold on,
on.
hold on,
They
hold
do
on.
the same thing.
Look. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you're making some type of income. They have a thing called the treasurer, right? The treasurer. There's claims right now that people have money that's unclaimed. That's unclaimed money that the government has in a fucking black box, right?
Absolutely.
It's called unclaimed money. People don't know
Isn't
that they
that what
have
Pamper
maybe
Clark's husband got arrested for?
who?
Remember when the girl from Housewives of Atlanta, she was married to that guy and he was like taking people's unclaimed money. And that's how he ended up in prison for like 5 years.
Paid for husband.
Yes. Remember the light-skinned guy?
I didn't know that's what he was in there for. I
Yeah,
knew it had
he
something to
was
do with
investing
money.
money and claiming like seniors unclaimed money,
Lord.
I think.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was occupied. Someone had got in trouble for unclaimed money.
Yeah, that's what their business was doing, was taking people's unclaimed checks and
See, Miss Cat, that's illegal. You
That's
can't
yeah,
why he
he
take
was
went
in
to
prison for
jail.
five
Paid for
years.
husband.
that's illegal. What I'm saying is it's a thing called unclaimed money that they have in California. I've done it in California. You have a slip that they send to you that you can send to the person that's money is unclaimed. You say, "Hey, Miss Person or Mr. Person, I found unclaimed money that the treasurer of California or the state have of yours. It could be $1,000, it could be $1 million. You would get well, California already have it worked out where you would get 10% from that automatically. In other states, you have to address that with the person, with the client. But in California, it's already worked out where you would get 10% from that. And they have a slip that's for it. They have a whole thing for it. I
Oh,
can get
program.
people whole program for it. So you don't so there's
Yeah.
so you can't just take people money, people. right? And if we're looking at
Well, here's a dynamic.
No, she mean like you can contest if you got a will
Yep, or
or you don't have no will or no trust and you die and your stuff go to your children. Your mama can come fight that. They mama can fight it. People, if you don't, that's what she's saying. It can be contested. You can try to fight it.
Okay, so back to the Jacksons. Here's the thing. If his mom has a house that's paid for, she has an allowance that covers all her bills and all that.
Right.
Why does she want more money? Because she doesn't have that many more summers left. So
yeah, why don't she just relax with what she got?
Yeah, because I'm like, surely her house is paid for. Surely her cars are paid for. Surely she has enough to go shopping and do whatever. So why, unless there's like a drug problem or something, and she's trying to keep the kids from spending it the wrong way? No, seriously, because one of those kids was on drugs really bad. What is the reason why 80 or 90-year-old woman wants more money? It just, to me, doesn't make any sense.
Or shouldn't be controlling anything. Sit back and retire.
Unless his kids are misusing the money and she's trying to get it so that she can allocate it to her other children who may need it.
All right, so whether we may like it or not, the money that's the label can only take so much money. The other money has to be allocated to someone else. So the parents, the mom, whoever is the persons that's in line to get that money. In this case, it's his closest to kin. It's his kids.
Right.
Now, if his kids don't want to push the issue and fight for something, and she's looking to have her grandson or she's reaching out to her grandkids for them to fight for something that's already theirs, she's not looking at it. See, I think you guys are looking at it from an intimate or personal perspective, and she's looking at it from a legacy perspective. This is your dad. This is your dad who set the tone for entertainment in the fucking world. Right?
But then what's the argument? I don't.
How are you not going to fight for something like this? So she's like, well,
wait. The grandmother's saying, "Hey, fight for this money that's owed to you guys." I thought it was the grandkids fighting against the grandmother. So now you're bringing in a different.
No, the grandma wants to use the estate to fight for something instead of using her own money to fight for it. So she doesn't want to use her allowance.
No, she wants the kids. No, see, y'all not getting it. She gets an allowance, and then she has an estate, right? Mm-hmm. But that money is not compared to what the fucking kids are getting. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The kids can fight to get this. The kids can literally fight, whatever the case may be, step in for grandma and make some shit happen. Grandma took care of y'all, right? When y'all was little, y'all was around grandma, and y'all saw grandma. Yeah, you might have had a white mom or whatever, but y'all saw grandma, blanket and
they lived with her. We talk about they saw her. They lived with her.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point. That is my point. My point is, you know your fucking grandmother, right? And this is just not even no fucking like this is not even no rocket scientist shit. This is just basic 101 life. Honor your fucking parent like you honor yourself, right? So you could have a longer life.
I'm
right?
missing this whole thing.
The question is not that she wants to do the fight out of the estate. They're telling her, don't use estate money, use your own money. That's not the argument. The argument is she wants the kids to fight.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to figure out
listen.
what the argument is.
Okay, so Gabby says his daughter said that she didn't want to fight for it. For what? The money. Because she earned her own money because the dad left them a future set. I'm telling you, they got fucking loot.
Yeah, they said that's what's the issue. This is the thing, right?
The mom, look, the grandma,
the legacy and all of that, right? I understand the legacy and all of that coming from the mom's point of view. But then if I'm looking at it from the child's point of view, they if they don't want to fight for the legacy, they want to do their own thing. What you gonna do about that? Why would that upset anybody? Why is that a problem?
Michael Jackson's kids cut off from receiving any money from his trust until estate Andy Ayers settled dispute. Michael Jackson's kids won't be seeing his money anytime soon. Prince, 27. Paris, 26. and Bidgie Jackson, 22, along with the late king of pop's mother, Catherine, 94, have been cut off from receiving money from his trust until his estate and heiress settle a years-long dispute, per court documents obtained by People Thursday. Following a tax audit, the estate was issued a note of deficiency, alleging the estate undervalued its assets and owed $700 million in taxes and penalties. According to the filing, the estate argued against the findings in tax court and won in 2021. The estate has since filed a motion for the value of the Thriller singer's music catalog, known as MeJack, to be reconsidered. The request is still pending, which means the estate's value has yet to be finalized for tax purposes. After the value of the estate is determined, the estate and IRS will have to approve the value of the deduction in order for the final ruling to be made. The documents state.
Did I explain a little bit? Did I explain a little bit more?
It did.
So now you see what they're battling up against.
All I know is she's probably going to die before this gets resolved. So they need to figure something out. She's 94. That's the only thing I heard. When I heard that, everything else after that was just like, wonk, 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 wonk. You're 94.
She may live to be 102.
I praise God she does, but sit down, Grandma. Sit down. I'm serious. 94.
Listen, I agree with the sit down, Grandma, but that's cold to say she ain't got much. You don't know. She may outlive you. Don't
See, now this is great. Me and Miss Cat, look, me and Miss Cat is good at this, because this is something that I see that me and Miss Cat may not see eye to eye on, because I'm with Grandma. I'm like, hell yeah, Grandma. Fight the motherfuckers. Get these fucking grandkids in line to go fight for their dad's shit. And they're like, well, we don't care because we making all the money. We got status. They're young. They don't see what the grandma
they don't
sees.
see what she sees.
Grandma saw
he earned this and he deserves more.
Yes, like the grandma have seen this 1,000 times. So she understands what's at stake. And before she leaves, she knows she ain't got that long. But before she leaves, she's like, hey, I can't pay for this shit.
I think this is what's going on.
The money that's coming in, Miss Cat, obviously it's probably not enough to pay for the estate. Obviously, if there's 700 million in debt or some shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. She's not making enough, and she needs them to step in.
Well, but here's the thing. I don't think that they're arguing like the media is trying to make it out to be. I think that they're probably just like, well, we don't really know what to do and all this. Their media is making it like they're arguing against each other, and it doesn't sound like that's the case. It sounds like they're trying to figure out what to do.
I don't think so. I think those kids don't even give two fucks about what to do right now. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're arguing or fighting her. I think they just don't know. They're like, well, we don't know what to do. And
so, Miss Cat, I'm looking at it when we say we don't know. I'm looking at like they just don't know. They would like to do something, but they just don't know. Right? That's different from I give two shits. I don't care.
They don't want to do nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That's totally different from I don't know what to do. At least you have the thought of trying, but they don't. They're like, in a sense, like I make my own money. I do my own. I mean, in a sense, it's like your fucking dad's Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Right? It's like everybody's gonna love you. You could be able to get any fucking job in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but those kids like that are the ones that usually end up not really doing all that great. Like a lot of famous people's kids aren't really taking advantage of, like, you know, their legacy.
And they don't be wanting to live under their parents' shadow anyway.
Yeah.
They be trying to get from underneath that.
Yeah, they have like a regular life. They're not even trying to do all that. So it's kind of weird.
So what if we're looking at it like this too? Maybe I'm not seeing this. Gabby's kind of saying something here. Like she's saying not Michael's kids, her own kids. But let's take it deeper. What about the other grandkids? You know what I mean? How many people are benefiting off of Michael's estate? How many people benefiting off of Michael's, you know what I mean, legacy?
Well, why
All
your
of them.
brothers and sisters ain't
That's
helping?
another one. That's a big one.
Because
Ooh, that's a
if you left everything to the mama's gonna give money and help to her other kids. Those are her kids. Like
Listen,
when
why Janet
the
not helping
kids are
mama?
was probably like, hey, why are all these other people living off our dad's money? You know, I mean,
come on.
He got
I mean,
hella famous siblings. Why they not helping the mama?
they probably are. They're just not in the media. They're helping their mom. Somebody got to walk her down the aisle to the
No,
court.
no, 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 no. I mean with the estate. Stop playing.
I'm saying they are helping her. She's
I'm not
94.
talking about with her walking in her health. I'm talking about fighting for the estate and
They
paying
probably
the
are.
taxes off.
They probably are. They're probably right by her side, making sure mom sign right here. Let me read over this. Like they know she's the one that has to sign because she's legally the one that has to sign. But I guarantee you, her sons are the ones saying, mom, you fight for everything we did. You fight for everything we have. His kids don't know what's going on. Like trust me, this 94-year-old woman is not waking up in the morning talking about, I'm gonna fight for all this. It's her kids that are telling her, no, mom, you need to fight for this. They're supporting her all the way. Trust and believe. I would do it for my mom.
I don't know. I feel like she may be making them decisions on her own. I think she
No,
may
she's
still
not.
be a whippersnapper and can at least think that much far in advance for herself.
I think Jermaine, Janet, all of them over there like, mama,
Because
we need to fight.
what you must know some really decrepit 90-year-old people. Because
No, I just know when you're 94, you
people that can
sometimes may
still
not be
drive.
thinking that. No, I'm just saying at 94, you do have to have somebody with you to like make decisions and stuff because people will take advantage of elderly people. She has a team of people, trust me, that are around her.
Yeah, she's not. I mean,
around her whole life. Shit.
Yeah. And her sons are probably helping her. They all live down the street. They all live in I mean, seriously, they all live like down the street. Don't they all still live in Encino and Tarzana? Janet moved back and she's in Beverly Hills. They all live like 20 minutes from their mom. They ain't going nowhere.
Well, people, I was just trying to. We're gonna open the canvas. We're gonna open the canvas if you a little bit more. Here's another video. I'm gonna let you. You know what I mean. I'm gonna let y'all rap, and I know the few Grammy. Yeah, it's true. Let me get to this one right quick. Here go another real quick one.
As y'all know, the relationship between Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. But did y'all know who this boy is? Yes, it's Evan Ross. And you're probably wondering, so what does Evan Ross have to do with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson? Well, it was rumored that happened to be Michael Jackson's son. Yes, I'm talking about Diana Ross' son, Evan Ross. As you can see right here. And Michael Jackson's younger picture right there. And even though I believe that's not his son, but I feel like they do have similarities. But they did have a close relationship when Michael Jackson was alive. I'm about to show y'all a clip of Evan Ross sharing his story about him and Michael Jackson.
I think one of them was when I was talking to him when I was just starting to go to clubs, actually. And he used to call me Applehead, Doodoo. And everybody that's a part of our young crew knows Applehead and Doodoo. And he'd be like, Applehead and Doodoo. He'd be like, Doodoo. He'd be like, put the phone on the counter so I can listen to what you're listening to. So I'd go to the club and put him on speaker, and he would listen to what was playing in the club. And every time I picked up the phone, I'd be like, are you done? And he'd be like, no, I want to keep listening. And so he'd stay on the phone the entire night. And no, he was one of the most amazing.
Here's another interview of Evan Ross telling the same exact story. This is more of the extended version. And of course, why Michael Jackson also wanted to say on the phone. Here y'all go.
Because he wanted to hear what was going on, you know. Because he always stayed in touch with what people were liking at that time. He was very aware of what was going on. He used to stay up listening. Just kept the phone on the table at the club with the speaker on, just listening.
Yeah. How did you know when to be like, okay, like, you
Well, I kept asking him. He was like, no, it's good. And he's like, I'll get off on stuff. And he's just getting energy from the Well, no, but he likes to know what people are enjoying, you know. And he's not going to sit in the club, so it's like, But he was brilliant and one of the most caring people in the world. Never forgot anything, and was, and loved my mother.
As y'all know,
People like, what? What did that have to do with Blase Blase? People, this was a person that wasn't even his child, that cared more about his legacy and who he is than his own kids.
No, I don't believe that.
Call me fucked up. Hold on. Call me fucked. Hold on. Call me fucked up all you want. But there's more people love your daddy more than you do.
That's not true.
Why do you keep saying? Well, what?
I can
Why
tell
you keep
through
saying
actions.
they don't love their daddy?
I could tell through
Yeah,
actions.
don't say that because you can't love your.
wanna know
No
why
one can
you
love your
saying that.
parent
What
more than
gives you
you
that
can when
impression?
you know your parent. What'd you say, Trisha?
I just want to know what gives him that impression that they don't care about their daddy.
Exactly. You just being devil's advocate. But I can tell you that's not Michael Jackson's kid because ain't no way in the world Diana Ross, who's black, Michael Jackson, who's black, gonna produce a mixed kid.
See, y'all missed the whole point. Y'all can't even see it. And this is why women aren't great leaders.
Here we go.
Sometimes they can't see they can't see the actual facts. Just look at resumes. That's all I'm saying. You
Women
look at
are
resumes.
leading in their homes.
Hold on. We're gonna take our time. If you look at other men and their kids, for some reason, we always saw their kids involved throughout their growing up or whatever. We always saw Michael put his kids in certain situations as far as like in camera. Yeah, he may have had something over their face to block their visual, so people don't see their face or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't like Romeo and Master P. It wasn't like what's the other guy? What's the other guy?
Wait a minute.
Michael Jackson.
Hold on. I just saw. Wait. Listen. I just saw what's
Hathaway?
her name? Hathaway. I'm sorry, Layla Hathaway. I just saw her performance right on live. It was a show she was doing with a snarky pup, but it was a great performance. But if you see her talk, she talks a lot about her influence from her dad or what she got from her dad. It wasn't just money. It wasn't just he took me out. You get what I mean? It wasn't just we went to go hang out at, it was more like there was a lot of instillment that they learned. Now, I'm pretty sure Michael was at the house telling them kids straight up, go sit your ass down. You know what I mean? It's like, he was a dad, don't get me wrong, but you don't see that resemblance from, like, you don't see them in that. They look like somebody else's kids.
No, I want to say something. I remember one time his daughter was in an interview and they asked her, was she black or white? And she said, well, my dad said I'm black and he told us that when we were young and I'm black. And now everybody was looking at her like, girl, you is not black. But she said that she was black and that's what her dad told her. Now, they couldn't be involved with their dad like those other people you named because he died when they were
no. See what you
they were little kids.
What she did not say. See, her dad told her she was black, right? So her dad must, but she did not say, I know what it's like as a, you know what I mean? Or I know what it's like growing up, having my grandma do certain things and being around my grandma and my aunties and blah, blah, blah.
She did say that.
No, what I'm saying is that I saw that interview. And what I'm saying is, I think, and it's an older one, right? Because that little clip went viral. Little clip went viral. She said she's black and blah, blah, blah. Everybody took that as viral. But the whole point is, we had a conversation about that on this podcast about a year ago. The whole point I'm saying is, she does not have a black experience like T.I.'s daughter's black experience.
She never will because she doesn't look it. She doesn't look like us. She doesn't. I mean, she's not going to have the same experience.
Okay, I see the point that you're making.
Wait. Hold on. Look at Zendaya, right?
But that don't
Zendaya.
mean she couldn't have had a black
Hold
experience
on.
just because she don't look black.
So hold on.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Just because, like, the point I'm about to make is Zendaya, the mixed looking chick that's all on Disney. She made it from Disney. Now she on big movies and shit. Big movies. Oh, she's huge. I pull up a picture of her.
Yeah, I'm
the
like,
girl.
She mixed, but she black.
I'm telling you,
the girl is black though. She's
You know
more
what
black than Michael Jackson's kids.
Well, does she look it? You mean
Patrick Mahomes?
She do.
Look at
You
Patrick
you
Mahomes.
could tell she.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Patrick Mahomes, the one that just got another championship right now. His white one, his woman whiter than white. She cute as motherfucker, but she whiter than white. Right? Patrick Mahomes got a big ring. He got two now with Kansas City Chiefs. Right? He looked like one of them kids, but his daddy black as a motherfucker. You get what I mean? My whole point is that just because they made like their experience on black culture is what I'm talking about. Right?
Yeah, but you gotta understand they had experiences in black culture because they were raised with their dad and their dad's family. They weren't raised with white people. So you can't even them kids know everything. They know Green, they know Black Eyed Peas, trust and believe. His kids know
that, Miss Cat. You can't do that. Half of fucking Michael's staff is white. Half of fucking
his
Michael's
family is black.
Company is red. Miss Cat. His family ain't
His
around him like
doctor
that.
was
On
black.
Never Land. His family ain't there on Never Land every fucking day.
Oh, stop.
He got white people wearing them fucking the whole venue, the whole
Here's
shit,
what
the
I'm
whole
saying. Here's
I
what
do
I'm
not
saying.
think that Michael Jackson's kids had the most black experience in their life.
They
I
didn't.
don't believe that.
So they
I don't either.
So they don't relate
I
to
don't
it.
either, but they know where they come from and they have been around black people.
Knowing where you come from and experiencing living
two
in
different
that
things.
type of culture and that background, those
Wait,
are
what do you
two
mean
different
living in
things.
that kind of culture?
I could know that I'm black but be raised with all white people. And
okay, what just happened?
Walk Keys, happy birthday. Walk Keys, happy birthday. Turn your camera on, fool. Where you at?
Happy
HB.
40th birthday, Walt.
She had to put the whole age out. 40th birthday.
Walt.
The
Are you there? Okay, I'll let him come. He probably gonna come back.
The point is
text,
that
text
you
me in the
guys
private chat. Let me know you're here.
You can't discredit like that they grew up around black people and in a black home. Like it doesn't matter how many assistants you had around you when you had your July 4th cookouts with your family. Guess what? There was a whole bunch of black cruciites there that they seen and were around.
We can't hear you. Oh, you gotta tell your speaker or something going. But Miss Cat,
anybody who is of mixed race, if they had that black parent in their life, they had black experiences. It may not have been their only experience, but they had black experiences, especially if that black side of their family.
Half of the world didn't even
Miss
look
Cat,
at Michael
hold
as
on,
black.
hold on. I know white kids, white mama, white daddy have had a more blacker experience than Michael Jackson kids.
Thank you. I just don't see Michael Jackson kids having a big dominant black experience.
Well, my thing is like we're all guessing and nobody knows except for the kids. So
Miss Cat, I'm not
answer.
saying that. Miss Cat, what's up, Walt Keys? Happy birthday, man! Happy birthday, Walt Keys.
Appreciate it, man.
That's just like
is it really guessing? I mean, because come on now, you can look at people and tell whether they're living a white experience or a black experience, yo.
Okay, no, we're not gonna say that.
I had people call
You
me
can
that
be in
when
the
I was
presence of
growing
people
up.
and you can tell.
Wait,
only thing
I had kids even say that to me, like, "Oh, you're not." Well, because if you're not raised in the hood or around black people, people think that you're not black. And I'm like, wait a minute, I was raised around no black people at all, but I'm black and I know I'm black.
Nah, see, that's not what I'm talking about when I was saying that. A hood experience, that's not look,
You
Rich
guys are
black
saying though,
people.
just because they didn't have a hood
Hold,
experience, they're
hold
not
my thought.
cultured.
No, hood does
Yeah,
not make you
hold
black
you.
or white.
Hello?
White people
Right.
from
That's
the
not
hood
like
too.
you got a
Correct.
gang of white
Correct.
people, Latin people. You know what I mean? So that's just a mental thought process, right? That's a way of life in a sense. But like I've seen rich black people still using pressing combs, press their hair. You can smell
They
it
have
smell like a
to.
black ass house. Like you know what I mean? So I'm just saying like that experience, right? I'm not saying that it was all the time or it was prevalent in their house, but I'm saying those experiences they're having where I don't think those like when you've gotten that, like it makes you want to say something about it. It makes you want to tell people more. It makes you want to be in the camera more. And their type of lifestyle, you know what I mean? Because they have that leverage and that credibility to be able to pull any network and say, hey, we want to do a TV show. They can go and talk about their experiences and what it was like and kind of set the record straight, right? With everybody, like, no, we know what it's like living the black experience.
They
So
do.
we speak up. Wait. We speak up for our grandma. We speak up for Blase Black because we know what it's like, Blase, right? But has it happened? Hell to the now, and it
Yeah,
ain't
but
gonna
we're
happen.
not really out in the media
So
at
if
all.
they
So
had a
we can't
black
say
experience, they would speak up more for their grandma. Is what I'm hearing here.
I'm saying that they had a black experience, and you would do that automatically. You
it's
wouldn't
for
even have
them.
to fucking your grandma
Hey,
wouldn't have
bro,
to.
I'm not even gonna say a black
I guess
experience because this is different between a black experience and a hood experience.
Is
Exactly.
that? That's what I'm saying.
that's what we. Yeah,
But Walt, check this out, Walt. Only thing I'm saying, Walt, is if you grew up with a black experience, pretty much you lived in the black house, right?
Yes, which they
You
did.
certain shit like we there's a lot of cocoa butter, there's a lot of vitamin E oil. You get what I mean? There's a lot of
listen.
fried chicken being
These
made.
are the cocoa
You know what I
butter.
mean? We got different
Kool-Aid.
smells
Like,
that's in our house. You know what I mean?
all I'm
So
saying
even
is
if it's
Michael
a
Jackson's kids
wait.
ate
Even if it's
greens,
a
they didn't ate yams, they didn't have black eyed peas, they didn't have cornbread. Stop
That
tripping.
nigga
Like
did
they had
not use
all that.
no
They
cocoa
lived with their
butter.
grandmother. Do you understand that? He died when they were like 5 and 12, and they lived with their grandma most of their life. You don't think she wasn't making no greens for them
I know
babies?
Michael Jackson didn't use no damn cocoa butter.
I know his mom did, and she rich as
Probably
hell. Like,
so,
what
because he
business?
Hey,
didn't.
That's
hey,
what she
now Michael Jackson used cocoa butter all the way until his hair caught on fire.
I'm
stop.
done.
Stop.
That's
Stop.
why it was so greasy.
All I'm saying is you guys keep
All that
forgetting.
butter.
You guys keep forgetting those kids were primarily raised by their grandmother. She is
No,
super
we're
black.
not forgetting. Them kids was primarily raised by rich motherfuckers. There's a difference.
They're
Thank
still
told
you.
you
they're
that.
That
still
is
That's
a
what
big
I'm
There's
brothers
a
huge
and
telling you.
difference.
difference.
sisters.
That's what I'm
There
telling
is a
you.
huge difference.
Huge difference.
They are
Does
raised
a black
in
rich
this
experience?
certain tax bracket.
So they still black.
Miss
Oh
No.
my
Cat,
lord!
Miss
No,
Cat,
you
those
ain't understanding
Miss,
this. I don't care
hey,
about your
check
skin
this
It's
out.
color.
called
I got the
privilege,
perfect.
though.
So
Wait,
he
wait,
Hey,
was
wait,
look,
wait,
saying
I got a
it is
white
rich.
wait,
homeboy that's
wait,
more black than most black folks. I'm just gonna tell you that
wait.
now.
Hold on. Check this out. I can tell you now, Miss Cat, they lived a life. Have you seen the movie Little Billionaire Boy, or what was it, Little Rich Kid, or what was it called, Rich Kid, or Little Richie? Anyway, it was this kid that grew up with this billionaire. His dad was a billionaire who grew up a whole
Oh, Richie
lifestyle.
Rich
Richie
Uh-huh.
Rich. That's exactly what
with
I'm saying.
Macaulay
Right.
Culkins.
Yep,
You know
exactly.
what I'm
And
saying?
he had
From
this
the started from the
crazy ass
cartoon.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
Like you gotta understand, Miss Cat.
that
This
was
nigga,
them.
their dad, Miss Cat, he would go to Caesar's Palace and shut it down. Do you know how much money you have to be worth to even shut down Caesar's
Fuck how much
Palace?
money
And
you got to be
then you
worth. Do you know how much money you got to give?
what?
Yeah, you got to give money. Here's what I'm trying to say, you guys. It
Is
doesn't matter
that
how much
It
money.
OMG?
most definitely matters.
No. I didn't even finish.
Let me tell you
It
something,
doesn't
Okay,
Cat.
matter how much
go
money
ahead.
you
Fried
have
chicken
to
and
not have a
greens
One at a
black
time. One
is
at a time. Go ahead, Miss
totally
Cat.
No,
different when you
just
got
because
money and you got a
hold on,
chef
just
Trisha.
because
cooking
you're
Hold
for
on.
rich
you and your
don't mean you
mama.
Let's
ain't
see what
eating
Cat's
greens.
saying.
Just because you rich don't mean you ain't eating greens. Just because you rich don't mean you ain't seeing people get their hair braided. Like
Said that.
stop.
We're
Y'all
not
tripping.
Cat,
That
cat.
we're
doesn't
not
make
saying that.
You
Can
got
I
white
say
folks
something,
and
Cat?
Hispanics
You
and all
keep
kind of
bringing
other cultures getting hair braided.
Greens.
That don't
you
They
mean
keep
eat
bringing
nothing.
up
greens.
greens and stuff,
They eat
right, Cat?
barbecue bacon
Have you
with
ever
the
gone to
fucking
a
bacon inside of it.
Mhm.
wait? Have you ever gone to a very wealthy black family's house and seen
Yes.
their greens and their fried chicken compared
Yes.
to the family in
Yes.
Compton?
Well, not
We
in
talking.
Compton, but
Exactly.
I've been
There's a
to
difference.
I'm not saying it's not different, but it's still a part of your life. And not everybody who's super, super rich they're not, we're assuming that just because these people are wealthy, they're still not down to earth. And that is, I think we're misleading people to believe that wealthy people don't do
No,
regular stuff because they
That's
do.
not what's being said. We're not
They
saying
do
no,
that they're
stuff
not
like
down to
we do.
earth. We're not
no.
saying
We
Now,
said
that they're not down to earth. Because I know a lot of wealthy people that's down to earth.
yeah, they go to the same places
But
Listen,
we
they
go.
don't have to
that
go
don't
to
mean they can
Walmart and
connect
get
with
their
me and my
chicken.
experiences in life.
They can get their chicken killed in their yard by the chef and then cooked. Them is two different chickens, baby.
Oh my gosh.
That's some
Yeah,
fresh
one is
chicken.
organic and the other one done been in slop all day. It's still chicken.
Well, I ain't gonna say that part because
No,
I grew up with a family that actually slaughtered their own.
it's
Yeah, back in the
different. Ain't it
day, people
different?
had their own
Hey, look,
farms.
I grew up with a family that chopped off the heads of the chicken. As kids, we used to sing that as it was amusing.
Yeah, my grandma did
We
that
used to
stuff. I
love
thought
watching
that
the
was
chicken run around
disgusting.
with the
Yeah,
head cut
but that
off.
chicken is different than that chicken you getting out the stove for sure.
All I
Oh
know is
yeah,
you
because we
guys
ain't got all that
make sure
extra,
they're
there ain't
black.
all that extra preservatives and all that extra shit up in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which is not healthy. They're black. That's all I can say. They don't look it. That one kid
Well,
does look
by
like
color,
Michael.
by color,
No, 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 no. We're talking about Michael
by
Jackson's kid.
genes,
Hmm?
they black by genes. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, he claimed that they used his sperm to have them. So there's a lot
Yeah,
of kids. There's
yeah,
a lot of black men who have
genes.
kids, and their kids don't come out looking black. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's
it's just
just
genes. Don't worry.
So if you didn't know that their father was Michael Jackson and you saw them and
in the
you
street.
you watched them and interact or saw how they interact, you would say these are black children.
I've only seen the daughter talking, and she doesn't sound or act black at all.
Oh no way, Miss Cat.
That's
No
the
way.
point we
I've
No
making.
never
way.
seen the boys talking.
That's
You know
the
what I mean?
fucking
I don't follow them, so
Hey,
I've never saw them talking. I only saw his daughter talking, but I did see her say, I'm a black woman."
That's because she knows it. It doesn't mean that she
no. That's
shows it.
because she's
Yeah,
trying to. No,
yeah.
no. Hold on. That's because she's trying to appeal to pop culture. Come on, man.
I,
Fuck out
I,
of here.
I just want to say this. I want to apologize to Jackson family right now, but
He about to say something stupid.
I just want to say that motherfucker. She went and fucked on somebody else. That is not his kids. Ain't no way. Black jeans is
Hey,
too damn strong. Look, I might be light skinned, but goddamn it, look, there's some black in me, and it can be seen. Like
I think it's messed up that everybody keep coming
that
for
is
whether they
pure
his
white.
kids or not. If that man took them
Look.
in and said they was his kids, regardless
He
of who came
claiming.
first,
He's
that's his
claiming.
story.
He's
Hold on.
claiming.
One
Just
at
like
a time.
anybody from
One
a
at a time.
hood is be claiming they from somewhere they ain't. He's just claiming. It's okay.
It's about to. It's about to come a bit.
They his
Here's what I
kids when
can
they
say.
getting his money.
No, no, this is what I can say is that there are a lot of black people that are amongst us that do not look black. I had a doctor I went to, right? And she was a dermatologist, and we were talking. I was like, "Oh yeah, because our skin is this and this," and she was like, "Oh yeah," and she said something, and she goes, "Because I understand." And she goes, "I'm African American too," because I was saying stuff like, because for our skin, and I was talking like she wasn't us. And at the end of our thing, she corrected me, and I
They not
looked,
like us. They
what?
not like us.
Miss
No,
Cat.
but it was
Miss Cat.
weird because she looks white, but she was like,
And
"No,
I'm
I'm
with you.
African
Well,
American,"
then
and
she
I
can't understand
Miss
your
Oh,
Cat.
kids.
what she
One
meant to say
second. One
is her
second.
DNA has that in her. That's what she
One
meant to
second.
I
say.
don't know. I just
Check
know I
this
was
out.
like, what? And I felt really bad because I was trying to like be like, oh, we're different. We need this and that. And she was just like, I understand. Like, she smiled and then
Okay,
at the
Miss
end she
Cat.
goes, I just want you to know I'm African American. I understand. And I was like, and I thought, oh, she must be from like Louisiana
Okay,
or something. Because I
I'm with you.
didn't see it.
Not the
I got
Louisiana.
something with you, Miss Cat. You know why? Because there was a kid that goes to my daughter's schools, right? Go to my kid's school, and this kid He would come over. We'd go out to his functions, his people function, and I'm telling you, and if you would have told me that he had a black dad, I would have said you fucking lying. I would have put $1,000 on. I would have put my house on it like his daddy ain't black. And what I tell you, when I saw this nigga daddy is black is me. He like he a nigga.
Well, I know somebody else who has two. They
It's
have
He's
so
two
a
kids
crazy that we
nigga.
still ain't got
Both of them
past
are
this
mixed
skin
though.
color. You know we come in
Yes.
all
But
shades.
what
Yeah,
I'm saying
we
is the
do.
difference between that kid, right? That kid, when I saw his dad and I seen him, he's like me. And I'm like, oh yeah, he has a black experience. That little kid go chill with his dad. And I'm telling you, when I'm like when he's around and I'm moving around, like just off of you could tell he has a certain respect for black men. You could just tell. It just like I'm like, yo, everybody gotta sit down. Whoop, whoop. He's the first one to sit down. Cause I'm like, damn, your daddy must be like the way he react to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
I'm just saying
between
there's some black people who don't. They have white people's hair. They look white and they're not, and they know they're not. My
but
friend,
all I'm
she has
that's not what I'm
she has
negating,
she has
Cat.
two kids. Her daughter's hair is sandy brown, like white girl's hair, and all her friends are white. And we always tease her because we're like, why is all her friends white? And she said, oh, because all her friends think she's white. And then when me and her dad show up, because both of them are real light skinned, both her parents are real light skinned black people, but their daughter has blue eyes, long hair. They live out in the valley. The daughter looks straight like a white girl.
Okay, so
She's not white.
okay, I give you that.
But
And
all her
what I'm
friends are
saying,
white. That's what's weird.
but
So she
but do
don't,
she
I
have
guess, assimilate
so
with
she don't
black.
have the experience. She don't have the
Yes, because her
experience.
parents are both black.
Yeah,
They're
but
just
she
real
no.
light skinned.
She living in a
But what I'm
white world though.
Yeah, she is living
yes, that
because all her
thank
friends
you.
are white.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point I was talking about, like the black experience. Like you can
I
have black
understand that,
friends,
cuz.
you know what I mean? You can have black friends and be in like I could live in a white establishment, but I have black friends. Like, you know what I mean? I have some
All
white
her friends
friends.
are white.
You get what I mean? But what I'm saying is because you have that, you're able to do certain things that like most people wouldn't understand. Like you understand the culture more. Like this kid I'm talking about, he understands the culture more than fucking blanket.
You don't know that. We're just assuming. That's the thing, you guys. We don't know that. We don't know what kind of lifestyle they live. None of them
This
are on TV
kid,
like that.
Miss
None of the
Cat,
I
kids
don't
are
know
out
what
there. We
lifestyle
don't
they
see what
let
live.
me
they
tell
hang
you,
out
No
let
with.
me tell you
lifestyle.
something. Let me
One
tell you
day kids
something.
is a
This
DJ.
kid
He may only
looks like
DJ at black clubs. You don't know.
look, this kid looks like Patrick Mahomes. What I'm telling you, this little kid looks white. It's white as shit,
That doesn't mean
right?
anything.
It means a lot because
Mm.
I'm judging, right? I was judging off of he ain't that's a white boy, he probably getting it. When I saw his dad, and I'm like, oh shit, no, hell no, his daddy's black. Like his daddy gave him that black. Is like, hell no, boy, bring your ass out here. Let's you know what I mean? Like like you can look at a child's, you know what I mean? Like you can look at a person like, oh yeah, they definitely had that experience. Now,
Mhm.
what I'm about to show you is the lifestyle that they live, Miss Cat. They didn't live a black experience. What I'm telling you,
And you
look at
can
the
tell by
lifestyle.
looking at them and listening
Watch
to them
this.
talk on interviews and stuff that they did not.
Listen, check.
Counting your blessings, biding your time.
It's a rare glimpse of Jackson.
Is that marble floors? I'm seeing. Is that marble floors?
That's not a. That's not.
Counting your,
That don't look like marble. It looks like wood.
counting your blessings, biding your time.
It's a rare glimpse of Jackson as father, a side not often seen in public.
Michael was an incredible father.
A blood for all. Not by myself. Help me. Help. That's what I'm gonna do on stage.
I never saw a man so close to his children than Michael.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I have. Thank you for giving me ice cream. You're the best daddy in the whole world, and I love you.
Daddy,
thank you for my birthday cake, and I love you so much. I love my daddy so much. You're the best daddy in the whole world.
I love you
Scripted. Scripted.
Pray for our fathers, pray for our mothers, wishing our families well. You are my daddy, my only daddy. You make me happy, and skies are gray.
A song that today, 7 years later, is a treasure.
Please don't take my daddy away.
I love you.
That's not real. That was scripted like a mother.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying every black kid knows that song. That ain't.
Please don't take my
My
daddy
kids
away.
don't.
No, daddy. They say sunshine. They just changed it to daddy.
Listen,
Hey,
listen.
my kids don't know that song.
Your kids
Neither
don't
do
know you are
mine.
my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Nope, because I don't sing that shit
My
to them.
kids don't know that either.
Well, I know that song, so I don't know.
I'm pretty
And
sure.
I was,
But I don't think my kids.
I mean, but then again, I grew up in a white school district in a white.
Thank
Why
you.
that shit? Why that shit
Listen.
look scary as fuck? That shit look like a
Non-black
me, that's not weird.
experience.
That shit look like a haunting story. You know what I mean?
It did. That didn't look. That didn't look okay.
That shit look scary. Like, hi,
That did
daddy.
not look okay. I love my daddy so much. Thank you, daddy.
Hey,
The way
remind
they
me
get
of
the
Pet
camera
Cemetery,
movement.
the
That
original
shit was
movie.
scary. I don't
I
even
got
know if
something
them
for
was
you,
kids
mommy.
after watching
That was
that.
a fucking horror flick. That was a
You
trailer.
guys are so
Hey,
weird. Like,
hey,
there's nothing wrong
remember the
with
movie
saying I love my
Pet Cemetery? The original Pet Cemetery, not that new one.
That was a
Little kid
trailer
was
to
like,
a
I
horror
got something
flick.
for you, mommy.
Something wrong with
Hi,
y'all.
hi, dad. Hi,
It's
dad.
it.
I
Y'all
would have
just
football.
all I'm
I would have
saying
field
is
goal with that little motherfucker. Don't look at me like that.
all I'm saying is you can't
Black
tell if they had a
experience,
black
folks.
experience from that 1 2-minute clip.
Well,
Hey,
that was a
look.
black
Hey, look.
experience.
Excuse me. Yes, we
Hey,
can, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how we can because you said I had a white experience, and you saw nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
You
because I
thought that
know
was
that
the
song.
most cutest, normalest thing. Everybody.
broke down perfectly.
So
This
this
is
is
what
how we can tell.
no,
Broke
this is
down
what I'm trying to say.
perfectly.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. Even though if you grow up around white people and you know white songs that maybe black people don't sing, doesn't mean you didn't have a black experience. That's all
No,
I'm saying.
okay. Prime
I had
example. I'm
both.
Okay,
gonna tell
look.
you.
This
I had
how I'm gonna
both.
put it.
My
Look.
children were brought up in small towns around mostly white people.
Then they know
did
that song,
not
You Are
grow
My
up.
Sunshine.
Wait, it wasn't until I brought them into the black lifestyle that they had a black experience. I had to make sure that I went out of my way to do it because I saw that they were not taken to their culture the way they should have because guess what? They
That's
were in all white environments.
what my mom said. She got me involved in drill team just because like I wasn't acting or being like a black girl. Next thing you know, I'm in drill team. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Because you're not a black girl, huh?
Hey,
No,
we
I'm
are proud. Daddy, daddy,
That's exactly how we were.
Yes, and you know what? When you
hey,
bring them
like
you
into
do
this
God.
those.
black
Ready?
culture,
Okay.
they
Okay.
do
She
not
needs,
fit
hey,
in.
hey,
They do not
hey,
feel
her
as
mama, hey, her
comfortable.
mama said no. She needs drill team.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Now
promise
that
you,
was
I'm not lying. I
cheerleading.
cannot
You
make
know,
this
they
up.
did,
They were like, you need to get the
the white
drill
girls don't
team.
do
And I
the drill
started
team.
seeing like
They do
black guys on
cheerleading.
drums and all that. I
Don't
was
feel
like,
bad,
oh.
Kat. My mama had to
Only
do
black
that with my
girls, right? Black
sister.
girls
She
do
wouldn't
drill
even
team.
eat nothing black.
Yeah,
They put
exactly.
me in that because they were like, we're losing her.
Right. So they put you. They said, "Fuck cheerleading, drill team." It is.
We're losing her.
Well, you know, like I didn't want to watch like those slave movies and stuff. I never wanted to watch those as a kid. Like they were watching Kunta Kinte or something. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. I was like, this is foolish. And like my mindset was different.
Susie don't
But
watch this.
I
Her and her
understand.
family
My
don't watch.
I'm
sister was
still
like that.
black. I still have
Miss
black
Cat.
experiences because I have black family. Like you don't just
Nah, Miss Cat was like,
you,
No,
Miss
you
Cat
didn't.
said, Martha don't watch this. Her and her family. I'm not watching this.
yeah, I
Oh my
didn't want to
god.
watch any of that kind of stuff. Anything that was about slavery or reminding me of like stuff that was
That you were
negative.
black.
I didn't. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it
Ooh,
just
that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh,
Wait, what'd she say?
that you
I
were
said
black.
if it reminded you that you were black and what
Yeah,
black
I
people went
guess,
through.
yeah, it's like, or just you just didn't want to see
She didn't want.
negativity, like
So you didn't want
negative.
to be black, Miss Cat.
No, I think it's just, I don't know,
You wanted to be white cat.
but
She
the
didn't
point
want to be
is
the
that
house
just
nigga.
because,
She wanted to actually be part of the house. The
I just feel like no matter how white your environment is, if you're black, you're going to experience that some kind of way, even if someone calls you out at somewhere. You know what I mean? Like even kids that are
Not
adopted by
necessarily,
white
Miss
families
Cat.
and they
Hey,
have
look,
nothing but
I
white
want to explain
around
it like
them,
this.
someone's still going to tell
It
them they're going to get their black card at some point.
Look,
Miss
the
Cat,
black
look at
experience
this.
have
Miss
nothing to
Cat,
do with you being black.
Miss Cat,
It's how
look
you
at this.
raised.
Okay, no. Hold on. Walk, keep that thought. Check this out, Miss Cat.
Counting your blessings, biding your time.
It's a rare glimpse of Jackson as father, a side not often seen in public.
Michael was an incredible father.
A blood for all. Not by myself, help me. Help. That's what I'm gonna do on stage.
I never saw a man so close to his children than Michael.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I have. Thank you for giving me ice cream. You're the best dad in the whole world, and I love you.
Oh, that's scripted.
I'm just mad at the microphone, so you know they knew they were on TV, like it's
Exactly.
mics on their clothes.
Yeah,
But that's
that
not
was
a
most
good
definitely
feature of the
scripted.
show.
Hey, this is what you
Buy
gotta
me.
say,
Hold
okay?
on. Buy me ice cream. Your dad is he can.
That nigga owns the ice cream.
That nigga
So
is a
what? We always
plethora.
think black people can't
He
do
is the
well and
ice
still be
cream.
black.
What
That
the
nigga
fuck?
she
owns
got
that
a whole
motherfucker.
refrigerator made out of ice
He
cream.
got a refrigerator made out of ice.
That nigga got the whole ice cream shop in the house.
Thank you. Buy me ice cream.
Why,
Buy
like,
me
I have
ice
a
cream.
question. Why can't the
Really?
black experience be a different experience? Why does it always have to be
It's
No,
how
poor
I'm
you
saying
raised.
or?
Wait,
it's how you
nobody
raised.
The
said
way
it
you
gotta be
look,
poor.
it's
But that
about
doesn't
how
mean you're
you're
not black.
raised. I'm trying to
It
tell
is
you.
some
It's about how
wealthy
you
black
raised.
families.
So you have to all be
I
raised
know
the
a lot of
same to be black.
look, I know a lot of black folks that does not have the black experience.
Oh my God. Who defines what the black experience is? Somebody
I
poor or
do.
somebody
Your
rich?
The
mama,
ones that went through the
your
motions.
mama, hey,
I
your
do. I'm
mama,
black.
your grandma, your fucking grandparents. Like,
Isn't
Everybody
that
that went through
their
that motion.
experience though? That's
Listen,
not
I can say
necessarily
right
your
now,
experience.
my
That's their
16
No,
experience.
year old
that's the black
does not have
experience.
the
okay,
black
hold on.
experience.
Let me say something right quick. All right, check this out, Miss Cat. Um, have you ever smelled a pressing coat? I'm just a real question.
No. You're supposed to
Wait.
ask. Have you ever been burnt by the pressing cone?
Oh, great
And
one.
then
That's a
smack you in the
great one.
back of your head
Great one. Have you ever
and
been
told
burnt by a
stop
plastic
moving.
coat?
That has nothing
Huh?
to do with you're rich or not.
No, of course, Rich. Yes, I'm saying that has nothing to do whether you're rich or
I
not.
bet you
We're just talking
Beyonce
about
been
the
burned by a pressing
experience.
cone.
Exactly. I bet her daughter know what it's like to see that. I know
And I
her.
bet you Michael
I
Jackson's
bet
daughter
you she
got
got
burned by
smacked
a
in the
curling
back
Have
of
you
iron
the
got your
head
before.
ass whooped
afterwards
with an
and told
extension
stop
cord?
moving.
Hold on, Miss Cat, Miss Cat. What you
Look at
say?
him
I bet the
adjusting
daughter.
his thing.
Hold on. You said I bet the daughter what?
I said, I bet you his daughter got burned by a curling iron before. Like
Hold on.
What
she,
daughter?
Your blessings, biding your time.
It's a rare
Hold on, Miss
glimpse
Cat.
of
Let's see
Jackson
this.
as
Let's
father,
see what type of
a
hair
side
the
not
daughter
often
has.
seen in public.
Michael was an incredible father.
Hold on. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Not by
Here we go.
myself, help me. Help.
Do you see that hair?
That's what I'm gonna do
Whoa.
on stage.
Look
I
at that
never
head.
saw a man
Do you think that
so
head
close
has
Where's the present
to
anything?
call
his
for?
children than Michael.
Daddy, I
What's a
have.
curl?
Daddy!
Thank you for giving me ice cream.
Miss Cat.
She said a
Miss Cat.
curling iron, not a pressing cone. She said
correct.
a curling iron.
Yeah, but we
I
said
think a curl.
But that lady getting
we said
blowouts,
pressing
Cat.
cone.
She getting
See,
blowouts. She not.
He get blowouts.
Miss. Yeah.
We.
Yeah,
We.
black girls get blowouts.
They
Because their hair
can,
can
but it's
take it.
not
But
the same, baby. It's not the
yeah,
same
it's
blowout. I'm a bona fide
You know,
hairstylist for years. Them
you
is
get
two
a
different
you get
blowouts.
a you get a hair blower.
Mm.
Them
That's
is
what the fuck you get.
she getting a blowout with a metal round brush, and we get a blowout with a wooden hard bristle brush. Them two different blowouts.
Hey, look, one makes a sound of. You see that? That was nothing, right? The other one makes a sound.
Anyway,
That's the other one.
when I think of Black experience, I don't think of hair. I think of barbecues. I think of worship. I think of holidays. Like, do you celebrate Black History Month and things like that?
Okay,
That's
you
a
got
Black
white folks that
experience.
celebrate Black History Month.
They do.
But
They
I'm saying that
celebrate more
experience
than
is
black
different,
people
right?
now.
They're not going
Hey,
to
hey,
like
hey, we're gonna speak of barbecue. I'm gonna tell you the difference with it. You got one that's hearty season, and the other one is over seasoned. High
Hey, so
cholesterol, low cholesterol.
pork.
Miss Cat, Miss Cat, I wanna ask you a question. Do
Black folks
you
make
think?
make high blood pressure.
Do you
That's the
think?
black experience.
Not
Look,
all Black
this
people eat
this
like
go
that. I
this.
don't eat red
I
meat.
think this is gonna kill it right here, Miss Cat. Do anybody on this panel think that Michael kids have been to a Black family reunion?
Yes, absolutely, they have.
Yeah, their own.
Correct. That's who else family reunion you gonna go to? That's yours. It's your family. They definitely been to a Gary,
Oh,
Indiana family reunion.
but no, they
I
shit. Them
say
motherfuckers.
not.
They family
They
didn't even live in
have.
Gary, Indiana no more. They
I
left
No,
that
they
say
don't.
not.
motherfucker.
I'm just being funny. I'm
They
because
I
that's where
been
think
the
left
that
family's
there.
from.
Michael Jackson had a family reunion for them at least one time with all his black relatives. At least one
Exactly.
time.
I say
The
You know
not.
they've
grandma
been to a
did.
family reunion.
I
No,
say not at all.
It wasn't a family reunion. It was just a lot of relatives coming to visit
it was a
grandma
get
house.
together.
Exactly, because they
And
live
look,
with
look,
their
hold on,
grandma.
hold
So
on.
you
But
know her cousins came
and it was
over, her
elegant as
auntie.
hell.
I wish I had this video of the
It
little
was
white
because they was
kid,
eating their
of the
It was
little
barbecue
white
and
kid.
elegant
riding
as
their
hell.
horse.
And you guys have to remember, all of Michael Jackson's families, all their cousins, uncles, nephews, none of them are rich or famous. So you got to believe
Okay.
that the regular Black
Do
people,
you believe
ratchet Black
that?
people, was over at their mansions talking about, "Ooh, this is nice."
Hey,
Like, don't get it
Do
twisted.
you
Just
believe
because
that a
your
fight
family
broke
does
out at their family reunion?
huh?
Do you believe a fight broke out at their family reunion?
What? Exactly. Come
Absolutely,
on.
it's Black people.
I
Come
would like to
on.
imagine
What?
it though.
I'm just
Come on,
saying
Miss
There was a
Cat.
that
fight over there.
you
I
can't
mean,
have not one
Janet slapped.
black family
Hold
reunion
on.
without somebody
Janet,
taking
remember a couple of years ago,
fades.
Janet slapped his daughter and that made the news? Don't think
Oh,
they don't fight like
that don't
regular
work. Nah, we ain't going for that. We we
the
need more
point
than
is
that.
no, but the point is that they
We
fight,
need bitch ass nigga. That's what we
they play
need. We need that
dominoes,
fight.
they play dominoes, they play spades just like everybody else. Janet
White
was
people
dating
play
her
spades and
mom,
play dominoes.
Jermaine Dupri. Remember, she was dating him for like
Miss
10,
Cat.
15 years.
Miss
He's
Cat.
straight thug. Like,
I
y'all
dis
be trying to act like these
I
people are black.
disagree.
Cause
I
she dated. That's
disagree.
like saying a white girl
I
dated a black man that she's
hold
black
on.
now.
I disagree
No, I'm saying
Why
Janet
cold-heartedly.
did
dated
Janet
Jermaine
Jackson
Dupri.
slap
Jermaine
her?
Dupri is super black.
Look, I disagree cold-heartedly
Okay.
1000%. I don't think these kids ever been to a fucking barbecue
Oh, stop it.
function.
Stop. Y'all stop.
Oh no, a
Everybody in
black
America done been
barbecue.
to a barbecue
No,
with
a
their family.
black barbecue. There's a difference.
Yes, their family is
This
black.
family
You
ain't
know
this
they have
family
No,
I'm
barbecue.
no, by
What you
color,
say?
by color.
We
the
use charcoal
family
and
ain't
wood, and
sure.
they use propane.
Look, the family ain't
Mm,
showing up to Gary, Indiana
mm.
to black. Y'all gotta understand this
There we
family
go,
is
Trish.
Michael.
They
You said
barbecue
it.
Listen,
don't taste like no
listen,
smoked wood.
And they probably been to a
listen.
black church also because their
A
grandma took
Michael
them to church. And you know they went to a black church.
No, ma'am.
It was a white church.
That I don't agree with.
You think his mom took them to a white church? Lies you
I think she
tell.
took them to a very mixed church.
Catherine was up in that church talking about Jesus is
No, they
mine.
I
was
think
not.
it
Miss
was
Cat.
mixed,
No,
and I
no,
think
They
she
no
was more
Jehovah's
people.
like
Witnesses.
If they didn't go to a
Jesus.
church where, hey, if they didn't go to a church where Mother Jones was over there, look at this heifer coming in here right now. They didn't go to that church.
No, I don't see Catherine as
Every black church
being
got that
like
mother in there
a
that was
black
talking
church.
shit.
I'm just saying, you have to remember their grandmother's 94. They were raised by her. So they had what, 15 years of their life where they were
Yeah, but
raised by
she was rich by that
Look,
time
it
too.
doesn't
She had
matter.
lived a whole different
She
life.
was
She
rich
wasn't in the hood no more.
40, 50 years
y'all
before they
got.
was born.
Hold on. Y'all mean to tell me this? Hold on. Y'all mean to tell me this family, the Michael Jackson family, Michael, not the whole family, just the intermediate ones. His son, his son's daughter, mom. You think they're actually going to go to where they came from, Indiana, and actually going to go to a barbecue function in a fucking park?
No.
Why do y'all
Fuck
think
no.
that they're not normal people? Like, stop. Y'all need to stop.
Miss,
It's
you
a
miscat this
difference
nigga. Hold on, hold
between
on, hold
you
on. Stop,
wanting to
stop,
be a
stop. One
normal
second, one
person
second, one second,
and
one
your
second,
father's
one
stats being
second, Miss.
so hard
Look,
to be
Trisha,
normal if you
Trisha,
paid somebody to
one.
be.
Look, Miss
Hey, I'll be
Trisha. Wait,
real.
wait, wait, wait. 1 second, 1 second.
Go
Look,
ahead.
you cannot, Miss Cat. This man couldn't even walk around, go
Stop
to the
playing.
store by without getting rushed by fucking paparazzi and people. We talking about Michael Jackson. This is like damn near the
People
president.
saying it.
Come on, Miss Cat. You're not telling me that this nigga gonna bring his ass with his kids,
Never.
with the other mom, with the mom and shit, and they gonna just go to a black barbecue in the
I
park
mean,
at
the
a
baby
fucking
ain't blanket.
wait, let me finish. At a family reunion in the fucking park in Gary, Indiana, or wherever spot that they're from,
Do
right?
y'all know
In
who Kim Burrell is?
Indiana. But Kimberell is not Michael
Hold
Jackson.
on, I'm about to
That's the
explain
difference.
something. When
Beyonce ain't
before,
doing it
hold
with
on,
her
hold on.
family.
Before Whitney
That don't make
Houston
sense.
died, they showed a video of her at church shouting, and
Whitney
they had
Houston
taken
black.
it to Kim Burrell's church. Now, all of
Whitney
us
Houston
know
black though.
Whitney Houston. No way she's gonna be at some church like that. She's Whitney Houston. Whitney
Oh,
has
wait,
so
wait,
much
wait, wait.
money.
Whitney is black though.
And she was with Bobby
Miss Cat.
Brown
So
too.
And
is
she
Come on
had
now.
so
nothing
is
but the
Michael
black
Jackson.
experience.
So is
One at a
Michael
time.
Jackson. He's black as well.
We gotta let
No,
one at a
ma'am.
time. One at
By
a time. One
color.
at a time.
He was at Kim Burrell's church, chilling like everybody else.
No, ma'am.
So why would y'all think that?
That's like saying you go to church, you're a Christian.
No. I'm just trying to give you an example of like how super wealthy people still do normal, regular things. Just
No,
because we don't see
yeah,
them in
but
the media ain't showing everything.
We
Huh?
not
talking
every
about
super wealthy
Michael
person
Jackson now.
has the black experience.
Yeah, but we're assuming that these kids ain't went and did nothing black, and I think that's just a false assumption. Sorry, that's where I'm at.
Nope.
I digress.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I don't think Michael kids have ever had a black experience. I don't think Michael kids has ever been to a fucking barbecue in Gary,
Oh,
Indiana. I don't think the kids damn near.
Gary.
I think they probably taste some cornbread, but it was made by a special chef in a
If
special ass
anybody
fucking.
from
You
Michael
know.
You know
Jackson
what? No,
family
I'm not
You
gonna
don't
say they
think they
never been
hire
to a
black
barbecue.
chefs?
can you please
They've
send
been to a
us some
barbecue
barbecue
before.
pictures?
You don't
Because
think
we
G
They've been to a
want
Garvin
to
wasn't
barbecue
over there
before.
cooking up
Right,
their
They just ain't
but
been to
food?
a
before,
black barbecue.
bro, I'm telling you, Miss Cat, the kids. She said, "My daddy told me I'm black, so I guess I'm black." The fuck?
She didn't say she
The
gets. She
fuck?
said, "I am black. I'm a black woman." She
Like,
goes,
cause what? Cause what?
because my dad told me.
Come
"Yeah,
on.
just like our parents tell us, hey, you know you black, right? You know you
We
this. You know
got.
you."
We knew
No,
we was.
that's
You
I
didn't even
knew
have
I
to
was
man.
tell
black
us.
when the
We
police ran
I'm
up
black
on
because
me.
my mama told me.
Shit. I knew I was black when the police ran up on me. Shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
that shit.
I'm black.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You
Now they may
learn who
have.
you are first and foremost in your home, you guys. That's the bottom line.
Hey,
So you mean to
hey,
tell
the
me
first
your
time I
mama
knew I was
told you?
black was when that
Wait,
white
wait,
man
wait, wait.
said nigger. I said, oh,
No,
yep,
you knew you was
I'm
black
black.
before then. Your parents told
Hold on.
you.
Okay, so you mean to tell me when you were little, in like one digits, your mama told you was black?
Yes. Absolutely. And if you a parent, you should be telling your kid, you know you're black, you know you got to do this, you know you got to come on now. Like don't act like we don't educate our kids.
Boo! Look,
Not at no one. I'm
What
not
it
telling my
is,
kid
man.
nothing
Hey,
about you
now.
black and you got it this, you got it that. At one, no, I'm not doing it.
Mm.
I'm not doing it. When my kid is old enough and my kid is starting to leave out and start having time away from me and stuff, yeah, I'm educating. But when my child is young enough to be with me majority of the time, unless they're with a family member, I'm not sitting here telling them you black, watch out for the popos.
Well, yeah, of
well, look,
course
No,
I
not.
know.
they
You tell
better
them
Okay,
be.
when they're
so check.
appropriately aged. And just like
So
he
if
told
you
his kids when they were appropriately aged, like, hey, you know what? You guys look white, but I want y'all to know
see,
you're
I
black. Your
was saying,
dad's black, you're
Hey,
black.
cat.
You
He
know
said
how
he
that
should
I'm.
have sat down
conversation
with them and
probably
told
Hey,
them
had,
cat.
that.
Micheal.
Hey,
Hey,
look,
cat.
You
You
I
know
want
am
to
how
know
more
that
something?
that
My
certified.
kids just
conversation
realized.
Right?
went.
My kids just found out they was black 2 years ago.
Listen,
Look,
I feel like what happened is the kids saw a lot of
it,
stuff on TV where the public was wondering, is Michael Jackson black or white? Is he black or white? He had the black or white song. And so the kids was like, hey, yo, dad, are you
Had to
black
let it
or
grow,
white?
Brody. Had to let it
We
grow.
trying to figure it out. And he was like, we're all black. Just
I
so
mean,
you
he
know.
he definitely told his kids, because for her to say that meant there was a conversation in that household at one point. Like, look, don't get it twisted. Y'all got this straight hair, but you're black. Somebody in the family told them that.
Miss Cat.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
pretty sure.
Jermaine probably told him that. That nigga.
Why Jermaine?
That,
Because he's dark skinned.
nah, because he's a nigga. Shit.
So is
Jermaine is a
Michael
nigga.
Jackson, I've heard.
Nah, Michael ain't no nigga.
I don't know. I've heard people say
He
like
black
he
by
actually.
DNA.
No, I'm saying I've
But
heard people who
Jermaine
did
is
music
nigga.
with him. They were like, yeah, he's a regular black dude. You meet up with him and he talks like us, like everything else. Just because y'all see a little couple interviews on TV
He
where he's
talks
all,
like, hi, you
you don't know how he talks when he's not in front of the camera.
You talking about Michael?
Yeah, like
Michael was
a
up.
You
really
think
black
I
artist.
Michael
know.
changed
Yes,
from
this is Michael.
everybody?
Hi, my name is
What's up, my
Michael.
nigga? You think that?
No, one of the
No.
black artists said they did music with him, and they were like, "How is he?" They were like, "He's a regular black
Hey,
dude. He gives you dap. He like he's cool."
I can
Like they
I can
said
show
there
you a
was
lot of
nothing
black
different about
folks
him.
that know Michael.
What?
Yeah. So
Walt, you have left the building. He
A
said, "I
lot
know
of
somebody
black
who
folks
knows
that
Michael,"
know
and then they
Michael.
outed him.
I was ready to hear what he was gonna say
Yeah, me
about it.
too. I'm like, Live Nation done got Walt. They was like, "Shut him down. We ain't about to hear none of this."
I was ready.
No,
So
but like I think he's a black man. I think that we see media and we see interviews, but to really get to know him, you have to be with him off the camera. Yeah.
True.
like we were saying earlier, you can have your mother said, "Oh snap!" You can have black family and not have a black experience, right? Because your mother even said, "Whoa, I gotta put her in something so she can have in touch," right? So obviously your mother saw that. So
Yep.
whoever was black coming over obviously wasn't giving that culture off because they was conducting themselves in a different manner because of their success or whatever the case may be, right? There wasn't so much. You have to understand. I look at how a lot of black people that come up against money or come make money, they start changing. Like they don't want to have that. They want to conduct themselves a certain, so they kind of lose that experience or they kind of lose that touch, and they won't teach it to their child because it may come with something else, right? It may show off something, you know what I mean? But like my child, I'm more certified to speak of this because my kids are mixed, and my literally right out the door, I did it because I know I'm
You
gonna
did
have to.
what?
I told him. Man, when my daughter was like 2 or 3, I got pictures. I'll show you. My daughter got afro. I'm picking her hair out like an afro. I'm like, she's going to school with the afro. I'm letting it be known. You know what I mean? Right. So my daughter grew up already knowing, like, like I instilled it in them. Like, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, they automatically gonna have. You ain't even gotta tell them. Like,
Okay,
you
but
ever
if
ask
someone
them,
asked them,
"Are
"What
you
are
black?"
you?" Would you feel offended if they say, "Well, I'm mixed. I'm half this, half that"? Would you be offended?
No, that's respectable because they are. You know what I mean? That's respectable.
But you
They
just
are.
said they're black, and they're not just black.
But if someone asked them, "Do you know what it's like growing up in a black house? Have you had the black experience or whatever?" And they'll start saying stuff. Well, is this the black experience? And they'll say some stuff that their auntie or their uncle or you know what I mean? Like their family is over all the time, and
And
we
you
ain't
don't think
glad.
Michael Jackson's kid has family over?
I don't think they have. It's a different thing though. Like I'm not living a billionaire lifestyle where now things is conducted a different way in a different, you know what I mean? The kids are occupied damn near all the time. Once you know what I mean? Like in that
All
lifestyle.
I'm saying is I think
If
they
you
hung out with
understand
their
what I
cousins.
mean.
I
Huh?
understand. I think they hung out with their cousins. Michael Jackson's all his siblings have kids, and I'm pretty sure they hung out with their cousins a lot growing up.
I think if you did, you would see it. I think we would have seen these things. Like I got pictures of my daughters and their cousins, my son and his cousins. You know what I mean? And like you would just see it. Even my son, like at school, like he got his friends that he have, and He's, he just graduated today. Congratulations, baby blue. He just graduated today. He going to, he a big first grader now. Gang, gang.
He was like, he going to kindergarten. You like, all right.
He a first grader. He big first grade now. You know what I mean? But even him, like his friends, like his little posse, he got a Latin homie, he got another cat that's mixed, and then he got a black homie named Keegan. You know what I mean? So like even just in that, you see it in period. You get what I mean? You see it in that culture, period. And that's what I'm talking about. Like you don't have to, it's just something that's instilled in them. They come out the house. What's good, Tom? Gang, gang.
What happened?
You know what I mean? What?
Whoa. He was about to say something, and then it just.
Yeah, he coming back. So that's the only thing.
I get it. I applaud all black men who have mixed kids who teach them about their culture and all that stuff. That's great because a lot of them don't have that because their dudes ain't around. But the ones that are, thank God they do that because you want them to know, like, hey, this is our culture, this is whatever. But I don't think that if a kid is of color and they didn't have a
hit the like button, people. Hit the like button.
Doesn't make them less black. It's just they had a different experience, and that's okay.
Let's go with the lifestyle again, right? Because we on the black experience. Did these kids, and I'm making the argument that these kids haven't had the black experience, and that is the reason why they haven't really spoke up for, like they don't really. It's not a big deal to them. They don't really care as much as far as the dad's legacy is in trust of what we spoke on earlier. I'll play that video, just so because I know people, tuning in now. But check this out, Miss Cap. We're gonna talk about their lifestyle.
Do you remember the daughter of the most famous pop star ever, Michael Jackson? Well, you wouldn't believe how this girl looks like after 14 years. Because although Paris Jackson managed to inherit over $65 million, a $15 million house, and $380,000 worth of assets from Michael Jackson after he passed away, her life.
Oh no, she got the black experience. Hell yeah, she lived the black experience. The fuck?
Okay, why do you keep equating the black experience with wealth? I don't understand why. Those are two different things. Just because you're wealthy doesn't mean you're not black.
That girl is moving like the fucking princess of England.
That doesn't mean she doesn't have black experience because she's wealthy.
Service. Hey, Miss Cat, her secret
experience.
Look, Miss Cat, her secret service has a secret service.
What's crazy is that after that, all the taxes and stuff are gone. Money goes fast if you don't invest it.
She got enough money to.
She ain't never gonna not have money now.
We better hope she don't smoke it all up. I'm just being honest.
It's last video. I don't know. This is the last video. I'm gonna let it roll before we, get up out of here. Check this out.
Do you remember the daughter of the most famous pop star ever, Michael Jackson? Well, you wouldn't believe how this girl looks like after 14 years. Because although Paris Jackson managed to inherit over $65 million, a $15 million house, and $380,000 worth of assets from Michael Jackson after he passed away, her life has not been as perfect as you think, and she has faced trials in her life that will make you wonder if it was ever worth it to be rich and famous in the first place. So what happened to Paris Jackson? How did Michael Jackson's passing ruin her life? And how does she look like now after 14 years? To explain this, we first need to know the mother of this girl, Debbie. Where after Debbie and Michael Jackson got divorced, she didn't want anything to do with her daughter. However, that didn't matter because Michael was an incredible father who raised Paris and her brothers well, where he wouldn't spoil them and always taught them to work hard for things in life. And not only that, he would also protect their privacy and identity by having them wear masks so that Paris and her brothers could experience a normal childhood and not face the nastiness of the media. But Paris' life soon came crashing down when her father suddenly passed away.
Daddy has been the best father you could ever imagine, and I just wanted to say I love him so much.
I remember that funeral. That was so sad.
So, hey, we talk about the Black experience, and all I'm telling you, Miss Cat, she lived a good royalty life. You get what I mean?
You saw them black
a lot
people
of Black
behind her.
family members around her.
Yep.
Jay Smooth is in the building. Yo, Jay
Oh my
Smooth.
God. Where have you been?
What's up, Jay?
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
haven't seen you in like a year or more.
You still looking
Yeah.
smooth?
We can't hear anything he's saying.
Not a damn thing. No,
Yeah, we
still
can't hear you, Brody.
Walt never came back. That's kind of messed up. Where did he come from?
We can't hear you.
He can't get it.
Oh, you gotta tell you what's it called? Oh, you may have to check your stream. Check the audio on your stream. And that, yeah, because I know how you got your shit set up like me. But that's all I'm saying. That was my last video. And yeah, you in here. Yeah.
Is the
Hello, Jay. How have you been? Happy 2024.
Man, happy 2025. No, I'm just playing.
You know that's the truth, though. We behind.
What you mean we're behind? It's 2024.
We're behind.
Is that right? Oh.
It's 2025.
Man, I feel like it's a lag in my shit.
No, you good. Ain't no lag. I mean, it's not no lag over
I
here.
must be tripping then.
Yeah. So yeah, we talking.
But, all right.
You looking
what's
real
up?
high
What's all
yellow,
on?
Jay
What's up with my good
So,
people?
yeah, we talking about Michael Jackson's family and the whole estate and how grandma's not getting what she should be able to get out of the grandkids. And I'm just making the argument that, you know, the kids haven't really had that experience to be able to really fight for grandma in the sense to where they care about the culture, the legacy of their father. You get what I mean? Because they live a life that's so luxurious, and it's like they live like $1 billion lifestyle kid. You get what I mean? Where everything you walk on is fucking made with marble floors and shit. You know, and I
like
think
Lil
that
Richie Rich.
you get exactly what I was talking about earlier. Exactly, like Little Richie Rich. You know, the kid said, "Oh, that's gonna be $3 because you threw my ball over." And Little Richie Rich had him what, 300? And he was like, "What the fuck?" I said $3.
Pass. Or go buy another one.
You get what I mean? So they really don't understand like the normal society in a way. So how would they understand just normal black shit? You know what I mean? To be able to fight for like their grandma or where they care about it that much. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, my kids would even fight for it, like because they know it's embedded in them to do that.
Man,
like that's
if it ain't nobody that's gonna teach them.
Come on. That's the thing I was saying earlier. I don't think it's bad, but I'm just saying, like, you can't expect. I don't expect these kids to go after their father's legacy or try to buy it back or get it back from fucking Sony or whatever the issue is, because they're kind of taking care of. They own that side that's making the money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They know them kids ain't fucking right. Anyway, let me stop.
Yeah, man, they good for life. They set.
They set. You see, look at this.
Biding your time.
It's a rare glimpse of Jackson as father, a side not often seen in public.
Michael was an incredible father.
A bird for all. Not by myself. Help me. Help. That's what I'm gonna do on stage.
I never saw a man so close to his children than Michael.
Daddy,
Yeah.
thank you for giving me ice cream. You're the best dad in the whole world, and I love you. Daddy, thank you for my birthday cake, and I love you so much.
Let me not take it for granted. I understand that these kids was young when they lost their father, right? So I understand that. I get it. But what I'm saying is, even after that, right? You would expect. I mean, who was taking care of him? You know what I mean? Was G-Ma taking care of him mostly? You know what I mean? But they had a lot of people there taking care of those kids. Those kids was raised by a multitude of people. You know what I mean? When those kids roll out to go have an experience and go chill, you know what I mean? It was easy for them to get in contact with the Obama daughters. You know what I mean? But the Obama daughters have more black experience than these kids. You get what I'm like? You get what I mean? You say something about their dad, those girls is coming out the woodworks, and you know what I mean? They gonna say something. They gonna speak up for their
Hold
father.
up, player.
Yeah, that's their dad. You know what I mean? They've gotten that experience, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, it's to that point where people don't understand that experience is something that's important, right? And that's what I'm looking at, the legacy. My kids even know, hey, anything that's with pops, like they understand that yes, this may be something, yeah, pops will be leaving off, so that, that you could use as a blueprint or use as assets to be able to sell for as intellectual property. But understand, you have to be able to work with people. Understand that you have to be able to grow with people. You know what I mean? Understand that, yeah, you are a certain culture, but you have to be able to relate with people, right? And I think that's all about having that experience. Think about it. We the ones that sell America. We are pop culture. That black experience is pop culture. That's why these motherfuckers dress like us, look like us, move like us, sell it. And then they, you know what I mean? They just
All
smarter
around
at
the
the game.
world.
They just smarter at the game in a way. Oh, I see you, Tom. They just smarter at the game in a way that they've been able to buy it, grab it before we was able to take hold because of intellectual property or contracts and shit like that. But what I'm saying is we sell America. America really sells off of our, whether it's bad shit or good shit. Our movies are the number ones in box office. You get what I mean? Our clothes are the top sellers. Virgil was like the number one designer in the fucking country for a while. You get what I mean? Like, we are fucking American culture. That's the only thing I'm saying. Like, yeah, I get you, Miss
I hate the
Cat.
way that even sounds.
I know.
That's shitty.
No, American
But we
government.
are.
People got it twisted. The American culture is us. Like, we made America what America is today. You get what I mean?
I'm not taking
Like the
credit.
White
But
House.
I get what you're
No,
saying. But
listen. The White House is built by us, right?
I don't want credit for none of that shit. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Check.
that's facts.
The lights, traffic lights is built by us. The motherfucking gas mask. You get what I mean? I'm being serious. We
Right,
invented
Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben.
Come on. We
You
invented
say Uncle Ben.
we invented
You
like
mean
80%.
we invented
close to
everything
90%.
within America?
They're not like us. They not like us.
Man, hey, where that beard go, bro? You gonna leave when I get up here? Yeah. All right.
Yo, Tom, you here?
Tone, what's up with the low?
You gotta turn the camera on. But what I'm saying, that's all I'm saying, Miss Cat. There's just that
I'm over here
experience.
trying to fix my shit.
What's up,
Really, man,
cuz?
what's going down?
Zen?
It's just
Man,
something different.
I ain't trying to get y'all demonetized. So I've been learning my shit.
Hold on, y'all. My shit screwed over here, gang. All right, there we go, man.
I'm over here feeling
That's as
left
good
out.
as it's gonna get.
She said, I'm over here feeling left out.
Cause I don't got
As good as it's gonna
nothing to
get,
wrap
y'all.
my stuff up in. I can't. Everybody
So
know.
that's just
Oh
That's
yeah,
just
you already
something.
know what's going on over here. Come on.
Everybody blow. I got it. I just ain't got nothing to put it in. I'm gonna have to use the old joint papers.
Hey,
Smooth, what's the
that.
deal, gang? What you doing
Well,
out
hold on,
here,
hold on, hold on,
man?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
know
hold on,
what?
hold on. I know. Look, Miss Cat. I know Miss Cat is here. She got to go in a bit, but we're gonna do last words. Miss Cat, you already know how we do. You already know the gang is here, so we're gonna have to do an after hour. But I know you gotta go. But you
Yeah,
know,
I'll be doing after
so,
hours.
Oh yeah, you
so,
just you're
You
uh,
need your beauty rest.
so people, stay right there. Me and Miss Cat gonna give last words before we head up out of here. Gang, gang, gang. So Miss Cat, with where we at the verdict is, I'm not gonna knock their experience. I know they're rich. They grew up like little Richies,
Oh my
right?
goodness.
So they did not have that experience that we've had. They didn't smell no pressing combs. They ain't smell no cocoa butter in the morning. You know what I mean? Their mama ain't put Vaseline on their face before going to school.
We get it.
You get what I mean? I hope we do. You know what I
No,
mean? And I
all I
think
can say is this for all the people who are in interracial relationships and have kids that are mixed, teach them your culture. No matter what financial level you're at, no matter what kind of educational level you're at, make sure you teach them about your culture and have them around your culture because they're missing out on so much about them and who they are and their legacy. And love everybody. Don't matter if you're rich or not. You still black. All of us is black at the end of the day. Even if you white, you black. You got black blood in you. So learn your culture.
people, y'all heard it. Gang, gang, gang. Thank y'all for tuning in. Gas Man Stripe TV podcast. We about to get into after hours. People, thank y'all, gang.
I know she want the booty back, damn, she big up, not ready. So in the moment that I want it, I put me then I'm on it. She want me then and on it, and they want it, not money. I be on na, she get it from my mama, that's Mando. But you can watch it licking for 100 banjo. We can pop in the palm and the nano.
Yo, we back in here, man. Yo.
Calling up this shit, gang. What the? Why is it fucking freaky man? Hey, Walt is a freaky man.
Man, I don't even feel like sitting down. Fuck that.
That nigga say, "Don't worry, Miss Cat. We're gonna do it after hours without them." freaky man.
You
Somebody
freaky
in here, it's your
bastard.
birthday. Somebody
You
in here,
freaky
it's your
bastard.
birthday. Ain't it Walt's birthday or something?
Yeah, it is birthday.
Ain't cut like 97 today or something?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Happy
he
birthday.
just turned 92.
Somebody
Oh,
in here,
okay.
it's your birthday,
He just turned 92.
Damn.
birthday.
Walt never knew your B day was on somebody hood day. Damn. Happy
Man,
B day.
man.
Woo.
What is it? What is it?
Jay
610?
Smooth,
6-0 hood day. Yes,
Yep.
you
ma'am.
looking quite yellow tonight.
Oh man, I got a whole look. Man, all that shit was old. The quality on shit back then was old as fuck. We good now.
Shit sound good and look good.
Jay
Man, I
Smooth, what's the
appreciate it.
deal, gang? I was
Man,
surprised
shit.
when I got on there and see you on here, gang. I
Man,
ain't gonna lie.
oh yeah, man, look. So I was sitting over here because I got my podcast set up over there. I just finished with that, with the Time to Flow shit. And I was like, damn, blood, should I go streaming? I was like, I think I want to start doing my gaming. Then I hit the nigga T Grizzly up. I'm not like, yeah, bro, I'm finna tap in right now. Nigga, I get over here to the computer. I turn it on. First thing I see, Viz Entertainment live. I said, yeah, click. What's up with my good people? And then I was like, I stared for a second because I said, Walt got a beard? And I looked at Walt and
Walt
I was
got
like,
what?
damn. he got a beard. And I was just
Hell
like,
no.
it looked kind of weird. I was just like, damn, I want to zoom in, but I can't.
Bro got a
That nigga
beard.
look like that nigga look like a granddad.
He got a
Good shit.
beard?
I'm
Yeah,
done.
bro, he got something. It ain't it's something.
Cuz got pubic hairs.
You
Like, yeah,
cold.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He got some
Cuz got
pubes
little
going
pubes.
on.
He
Y'all
got
Yeah,
baby
cold.
pubes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cuz said he
He got,
turned 99, ho.
mhm.
He said, "Them
Nigga
niggas
say
not
that's
saving
he own that shit.
my." He
Oh,
said, "Get it
funny,
right, I'm
cuz.
99, ho. Get it right, I'm 99, ho."
He said, nigga, that's his day. That ain't they hood day. That's his day.
That part, I hear you.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, nigga,
He
I
talking his
seen
shit.
y'all. I wanted to tap in. I ain't tapped in a minute, so I want to tap in
Man,
with my good people.
Yeah.
man, check this out.
And
Crazy.
we live from the Inked Up studio now, and they
Man,
ain't sitting
gang,
in my motherfucking my
gang.
bedroom and shit.
This
So
nigga stupid. Oh
That shit
God.
is hard though. That shit is hard.
Been a
Check, hey,
long
okay,
hey, hey.
don't
time
worry about that shit.
coming.
It ain't that
Yeah,
shit
that's gonna
dope
be
as
dope.
fuck.
That's
That's
good.
dope.
That's gonna be. They got the new season coming out. New
Yeah,
girls.
that's dope.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy. This new season is gonna be crazy. I got man, the girls so I sent out emails today, and well, I actually sent out about maybe 50. I got maybe 22 of them. You know, maybe some more now since I haven't checked, but you know what I mean. I hit back. So you know what I mean. And I don't think I may have like one chick throughout the whole maybe 12 episodes because you know these are gonna all be pre-episodes. You know what I mean that we're gonna be
Yeah.
releasing. So I'm gonna be chopping them down, editing them, and all that shit. Because sometimes when women be talking, man, I can get bored as fuck. Like sometimes y'all conversations. I'm sorry. She's right here. But I'm just I'm just saying the conversations can be like
Well, let me see your mustache again.
Man, and you gonna come on here in the dark.
What, nigga? I'm in the
Let me see
car,
your
motherfucker.
let me see your beard,
You
cuz.
gonna get in the car when we get on
Hell
here.
yeah, I gotta go get another bottle. Shit.
You got a beard, cuz?
The
Cuz got a goatee? Oh shit! Cuz got the hey, cuz shit.
Look
Oh
at
hell
him.
no, nigga. You do
Look
that shit,
at
nigga. How
him.
your shit longer than mine already? God damn it.
I know you had yours since you was like 5 years old. That's
Hey,
crazy.
that nigga rubbed that
I'm
shit in the
done.
pussy. That nigga,
He took that advice. Yeah, you ate some
god damn
cooch and
what?
marinated. You forgot to wash your face after eating some monkey. That's what that was.
Man, that
Uh-huh.
nigga shit grew quick
Hey,
as fuck.
Yeah, that shit
nigga,
grew
my shit
But at
fast.
always
least
grew
it
quick.
grew
See,
and it didn't burn that shit out.
there's a
Nah,
difference when
Walt.
you
That
shave all the time.
that
I
Hey,
kept
that
my shit right.
hey,
cat.
smooth. That shit stopped growing on his
Oh,
head and start
he
growing
been
right
eating
here.
some cooch. I'm telling you. He been eating
That
some
shit growing
cooch.
backwards.
Oh,
It's
cuz you
growing
trying to
down.
race,
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
nigga?
Biz.
growing
Hold on.
backwards.
Hey, Biz, his shit growing down and out instead of up and out.
This
Mm-hmm.
nigga trying
Hey,
to
Walt,
race me.
so what? Stay focused, bro.
Oh, my
Don't race
bad.
him. Yeah,
yeah, don't race them. Don't race
yeah,
them.
don't
This
race
nigga was
him.
finna
Hey,
hit
Why
that
hey.
nigga
not?
in a high speed chase.
So to keep the conversation, hey, Trish, I didn't mean to say that about females. I really
Yes,
didn't.
you
Listen,
did.
cousin,
I'm
I'm
just
sick
saying
to you
I
hating on
gotta.
women.
I
You ain't
ain't
fucking with my
nobody.
shit, nigga.
God
Cause
damn, like ain't
she
You
be
nobody.
ain't
hating on
fucking with
women
my
too.
shit, nigga. Yo,
God
slow ass
damn.
car.
Hold on,
Hey,
hold on.
I told you she's a nickel.
Hey,
Don't let her
listen, let
trick
me
y'all.
keep it real though. Hey, back in the day, them lady nights, they would get boring as shit. It was sometimes it was hard for me to sit through and listen to them. But you know, so I agree. Sometimes women conversations could just take a lot out of you to concentrate on them. But Yeah, you be you.
That's
You
why
be
it gotta be
misbehaving.
edited. That's why it gotta be edited down because you gotta keep that shit interesting because y'all start getting all personal and shit
Can
and
you
then
stop with the y'all?
well you a woman? I'm just including all y'all motherfuckers
Sometimes.
together.
Sometimes.
Sometimes what?
Sometimes I'm a woman. Absolutely. Not always.
Come on.
Not
Really?
always.
You hear this shit?
You better talk.
Here come the
I'm a
big
woman
dog.
that counts.
Here come the big dog coming out.
A
I just be
mighty
trying to
dog.
keep that
A
it just I be
county
trying to keep that shit
dog.
interesting and then a lot of times y'all be capping on that motherfucker too. So I don't be like I'm like, damn, why they be capping so much too? Like when women come around each other, they be really capping. I'm like,
Cap,
why you
cap,
joke?
cap. Just be
Like, dude,
capping.
why you
Just
don't
be
I don't
overtake
got
all
capping.
that
that
just
type of. I don't got that in my system. It's
Just
not.
be
I don't.
capping for no reason.
for no
I don't
reason?
For
understand the
what?
cap.
For what?
Like it's like a nigga
That's
still
jealous.
gonna fuck.
Because I think,
I don't
feel me?
understand what you
I think
mean
they
by
probably just need
capping.
a hug, a little shoulder or something,
That's what it
probably.
is. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what it is. That's what they don't want to accept the raw truth. So it's the world gonna be
First of
always
all,
fucked
just
up.
about every woman know, even the ugly females know that a nigga still gonna fuck.
No, the
Right.
ugly ones, they
Right.
know
Hey,
when
So
we
even
we
the
not.
don't
They know
play,
when we
even the
not
ugly
too.
ones get
Hey,
it, baby. They just get it from
Nah,
behind.
nah, just
No,
them
I'm just
weird
saying.
thirsty
I'm just
niggas is
saying.
gonna still
They
fuck.
know when we
Walt,
don't
Or
want
in the
to.
dark.
Walt, you look like a construction worker now, nigga. You look like you.
On me.
Let me see
Bob
this
the
hair.
Builder
Let me see how
Nigga,
this
I am a
look.
That nigga look
construction
Let
like you
me
worker,
done
let me
nigga.
started
let
You
me
speaking
do
let me
realize
see
my
Spanish,
how this
job
boy.
field
face
is
really
construction,
look.
right?
Damn,
Hey,
Bob the
baby.
you look like
Builder
you
ass.
you look like you speak
Oh
Spanish with
yeah,
the
no,
motion.
that is a lie. He wears muscles.
Yeah. Hey, bro. You starting to look
Bob the
like one of
Builder
them
ass nigga.
Bustos, nigga. Look like starting to
I
So
wear
can't
Jimmy
build some shit.
Uso.
You look like your last name is Gutierrez.
Man, fuck you.
so I just said I was just trying to keep it interesting.
He want
And
the
whether it
black or
comes out,
white.
whether it
Oh,
be a hit, I believe it's gonna
shit.
be a hit. I believe it's gonna be a hit. You know what I
That
mean?
shit gonna be dope on my mama.
Because it's
Yep.
and all the females like I have they already know to come on the camera ready. Oh, it's gonna be fly. It's gonna be fly as fuck. We new set of female. Oh, it's gonna be tight.
So
You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah.
And I just
you
have to
got
do
some
it.
lookers. You got some lookers then.
I got some lookers, man. I'm telling you, and I just have to keep it interesting because
I'm a look
motherfuckers
for
like
it.
yeah, motherfuckers gonna be
I'm gonna be
catching like
scamming
niggas
since
gonna
I'm
be
walking in
finding it.
the damn
Look, I bet
store
money
and shit.
this time around on the ladies' night, niggas gonna be finding wives. Guaranteed.
I'm done.
Niggas gonna be finding wives.
Wives.
I won't be on that ladies' night.
Nah, Trish, you gotta come to
Niggas
ladies'
gonna be
night. You
finding
gotta
lives.
Not if
That's what
niggas
niggas
is
gonna
you
be
gotta
doing.
finding wives. I don't want them to get me
if
confused.
they what? If they what?
Not if niggas is looking for wives. I don't want to get mixed up in that.
I mean, then fuck what niggas looking for. You gotta just come
No
on there and
shade.
support. Fuck that. Just
I'm a
come on there and
support.
talk your shit. Do your
I'm a
thing.
support.
Let them niggas look for
Hey,
whatever.
Hey, we gotta get
exactly.
back cracking on the smoking jokes too.
Hey, check this out. Check this out. Matter of fact, cat. Matter of fact, Trish,
For real
is
though.
that I know because I'm always on here with her. But look, matter of fact, look, I'll tell you
Hold
this.
on,
Look,
Ted.
check
I
this
got
out.
it.
The fact that you would even come on and do that, a dude, if a nigga wanted to marry you, see, women want to get married, but if a nigga wanted to marry you, you have a longer legacy of him marrying you because he wanted, like, he's gonna seek it out, like he's gonna make sure he does that. He's gonna take in what he take in from you because he's gonna accept all of that and some. That's
You
the
treat me like
difference.
a bully.
Women be wanting to get married instead of just letting the man just put a ring on it.
No.
You can't
Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah.
A lot of
Impatient.
women do want to get married,
Impatient.
but they bred
impatient.
to get married.
Just impatient.
Cause we'll marry y'all. Look, Walter said, hey, Walter
Yeah,
said
just
something
hold
on the last
on. Just
podcast.
wait till a nigga ready. I just wait till I
Don't
just say
marry
here. Give me your
me.
finger.
Exactly.
Let me get down on
Don't
Exactly.
one
marry
knee.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah. We gotta throw the whole wedding anyway. I gotta pay for all this
Come on,
shit
preach.
anyway.
Preach. Well, hey, Tom,
You finna
Tom, I
get
remember
my
when
last name anyway. Give a
come
damn
on, look,
right,
hey,
man.
check this out. Look,
Come on,
speaking of
man.
that, Jay Smooth, I remember
Yeah.
when Tone had to do his thing, right? He had got married, right? Tone went and got the place, He went and got the car. He went and got the jizz up. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, some man shit.
it's on him anyway. It's on me
Yeah.
anyway. I gotta pay
Period.
for it. Like
And the
And if
bitch,
I if an,
and the
and if
bitch
a nigga
still
and
left.
if a nigga get you
And the
knocked
bitch
up,
still left.
if
The bitch still
it's really
did her
on me.
shit. She had everything she needed, and the bitch still wanted her cake and eat it too. God damn it. That's how it go.
Yep.
that,
I'm
just
sorry
that
for
just
you.
shitted on my whole fucking shit
Oh, my
tone.
bad, my
Damn.
bad, my
And,
bad.
and we
I'm
God
sorry for
damn.
you, cousin.
My bad.
Look,
I was
Damn.
supposed to
I'm
leave that
trying
part
not
out.
to.
My bad, my bad,
I'm
Yeah,
a
you supposed
Pat
to leave
kid
that part.
dropping shit. I
my
felt bad.
bad,
Y'all
my bad,
scratched
cuz.
up a wound with that nigga. You made him relive that
hey,
shit.
hey, if
Hey,
if
I
if
heard you.
men and women if men and women just sit down and just accept the raw truth on common
Come
sense
on.
on what shit it is, the world will be perfect.
On crack.
Perfect.
Just don't
But
talk.
On
Just
crack.
have sex. Do
motherfuckers ain't got
everything.
common sense, excuse my language. People ain't got common sense, and females always
See,
entitled to some shit. And
Entitled.
it is what it is. Y'all impatient. Y'all
Entitled,
don't
huh?
want facts. Facts.
Man. That's
you don't feel
okay.
like
Facts.
you
You know what? I'm
What?
gonna
Hey,
leave it
Talking
right
about
now.
hey,
I'm
watch
not
facts.
this.
gonna be on the
Tristan.
woman's side because I don't like how y'all keep talking about her.
No, watch this
So
What?
though.
I'm
Look,
not. I'm just
Tristan.
speaking facts.
what the
Y'all
Look,
should
what
just
the
when
facts.
look when a man and a woman
They got
look
facts.
when a man and a woman go into a relationship, that woman expect that man to put in all that work to prove himself that he deserve her, but she ain't
that's
going.
bullshit.
What?
Hey,
And
What?
no, I'm
hey,
That?
saying it's bullshit.
hey.
And
Oh,
y'all
look,
should just
look,
own
look.
that
So what?
side. It's
Oh, I
bullshit.
thought
Don't
you
have
were
to do
saying that.
all
I
that
thought you were
shit.
saying it's bullshit
I'm gonna
as
run
it
through it
She
right
is.
there
don't be
before you can
proving
move it.
shit her damn self.
Okay, but look, let me finish though. A woman expect that out of a man, right? For him to prove that he worthy to have her or whatever. But the woman is less likely to do the same thing to him to prove to him that
That's
you feel me
bullshit.
that she what's bullshit.
That women think that they don't
Oh,
gotta
okay,
prove shit. That's bullshit.
okay, yeah, that they
Hell
do that
yeah.
shit though.
Hell yeah.
No,
Hell yeah.
I know, but that's
Hell
some
yeah. What
bullshit.
Trish said. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they be
Fuck that
they
shit.
sit they'll
If
sit
you
up and wait
listen,
on the nigga that they'll want the nigga to change this and change
how the
that
fuck
and
you want a nigga to marry you
Entitlement.
and you ain't gonna prove shit
Entitlement.
to this
hey.
nigga?
Entitlement.
And they won't reciprocate. Hey, when it's time to reciprocate that shit,
and
um,
now you're controlling.
entitlement.
Now you're trying to control me. Now you're just
Hmm.
jealous. Now you're just
Y'all wanna
So
secure.
know the honest to
emotional.
God truth? I feel like I must be a nigga.
Don't mind me. I'm floating. On me. I'm
Cause
on
y'all
cloud
saying the
10
same
right
shit that
now.
men say to me.
What? Wait. What?
hold
I
on.
said
What?
cause I
What?
sound
Whoa,
like y'all.
whoa.
Y'all's
What?
relationship sound like I don't feel like I'm a woman
What
right
type of
now.
niggas you was
What?
really with?
Yeah. Mm.
What type
She
of
was
niggas?
just
He
she
agree
was
with it
just
on every level.
I I
she was
trust.
just
Look,
she was
they
just
What's
just
up?
sincere when
gotta.
she was forced to
They
be
just
the
gotta
nigga. She was like,
respect.
you know
They
what,
just
nigga,
got.
here, I do it. God damn it. I
They
do it, god damn it.
Yeah, I know I'm only not talking because I'm getting started.
You know what? I'll go ahead and take the trash out. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Good.
It
You
takes
know what?
5
Don't worry
minutes, so I'm
about
Give
it.
me
getting
the trash.
started.
I'll get the trash out. Give me the trash.
Matter of
Give
fact,
me
don't
the.
worry about the transmission. I'll go ahead and pull that out the car for you. Don't worry. I got
Don't
the
even
trash.
say shit. Just go take it out. Just don't even say
Hey,
shit.
she used to tell
Take it out.
the
Give her
nigga
that
to pull
look.
the car over so she could check the oil. Pull the car over. Let me check the oil.
Man, don't forget to put the cap on that motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
That's the. So I don't want to be sounding like a nigga bash him. But damn, if a nigga coming at a female like that, oh yeah, I don't know. I have
Man,
to
they just.
question this.
Man, they gotta.
I have
They
to
gotta.
question the nigga, man.
They gotta learn just to respect. Not even respect. Just accept the raw truth about life. Shit, it be bragging.
You know what I
But
had?
they
You
don't
know what
want
I
to
had
do
a
that.
problem with? You know, I've been having a problem with average ass people, like, you know, not people that does something like, you know, showmen. Like, we're showmen, right? We show our faces. We're in public. Blase, blase. These are people I'm saying like cool with their job. They don't, you know, they're not really trying to progress or whatever. And I'm like, you got all these motherfuckers in the world that be on this philosophical shit and be on this like, you know, like love the universe and the universe is this and that and everything. And I'm like, how do these people live with themselves? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh me. Oh, and another thing too, why nigga came on here too, blood. I want to give you your flowers, gang.
Who thumbs is them, girl?
Oh, that's the big homie Jew. That's my man. That's my bass player, man. Y'all better be.
I just knew,
What up?
I knew them thumbs
What
looked
up?
familiar. That's all. I knew them thumbs looked familiar. That's the bass thumbs, nigga.
He said I seen them thumbs
I
before.
was inside the stove, so I couldn't chime in for shit
Thumbs
on
is
that
them,
one.
nigga.
Hey, Biz. Hey, no. Hey, bro. Nigga really tapped in and nigga give you your flowers, blood, because it's a lot of shit that a nigga learned and knew. Nigga being on this motherfucker, bro. Want to say thank
Hey,
you.
man.
Give you your flowers, nigga. On my mom, I learned a lot from you, nigga.
Hey, man. I wouldn't be. Hey, it wouldn't be a learning
Man,
process
don't
if you.
gas that nigga. That nigga ain't shit.
Hey, Walt. You don't talk. Hey, Walt.
Hey, I be
Walt.
stealing.
You
I be
can't.
stealing
Hey,
all the
you.
knowledge, nigga. I be stealing.
Hey. We
Starly
gotta.
vibe, bro. Starly
No,
vibe.
hell no. I'm back. So we gotta mute that before. So you gotta cut this, bro. You gotta do something with that, bro.
Hey,
You gotta do something with
nigga.
this, bro. See, look, this is
Them hands is
hot,
in real life.
fresh,
Hey,
and
this
nice
nigga,
right
hey,
now, bro.
that nigga Walt
Watch it.
look like he
Them
did
hands is
it.
in real life,
He
nigga.
did it.
Nigga, shit.
What'd you say, bro?
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Pay attention to the road, nigga.
Hey, that is who you look like with that goatee, API Crockett.
Bro, this ain't a
So,
gold tee.
Whatever it is, nigga. What is it? What you call it?
I don't
Full
know.
beard. That's what the fuck it
hey,
is.
hey.
No, it ain't.
Gold tee don't have the
No, it ain't.
sides.
Hell no, bro.
Gold
Is it
tees
You
full?
don't have the
call it a
sides,
fun
nigga.
patch?
Oh, your shit. Oh, you don't got this?
Catches all the
Oh, you don't
juices.
got this?
It ain't just that part. It's the whole thing.
That nigga
You don't,
Walter
but it
old,
don't look
nigga.
like you
Why
got
you,
this though.
nigga? He's supposed to
That's because
have
that
that.
shit
He's
gray.
old.
That's why
That's
The
missing.
nigga is
bro.
72.
That's because
He
he don't.
missing
It's
something
because
right
Bro,
it's
here though.
gray.
yeah, because he don't eat the cooch like that, bro. He be
He don't
like,
got the look. He don't got the full
That's because that's
connect.
he
all you
don't
know how
be
to do
in
is
it.
eat the cooch, nigga.
He don't be.
Your
Hey,
He
dick
don't be
game
Biz,
in
he
it,
don't
bro.
got the.
Respectful.
when your
He
dick
don't
gang
got the
ain't
He
full
bad,
gotta
you
get
gotta
it
eat
connect.
the
from
cooch.
the
You see
booty
how
Yeah.
it
eat the
goes?
groceries.
No,
Nah,
that mean
you
there's a
said what?
disconnect.
You said your thing
Hey,
don't work, bro.
smooth dick game bad. That's why all he do is eat the cooch.
Oh my
What?
God. I don't
What?
know. No
When-
Diddy. Pause. No
What?
Diddy.
No
Pause.
diddy.
Nigga,
I don't know
what
where
are you
that came
doing,
from.
Walt?
What
It's
the
your
fuck?
fucking
Walt, I
birthday.
don't
That's how
know.
you
Hey,
feel,
Walt, I can't.
Walter.
Walt, you
Hey,
crashing out
that's
already, Walt? You
Hey,
that's how
crashing
you
out
hey,
feel,
already,
bro.
Walt?
he just went to get another bottle.
Damn.
Goddamn
Oh
right.
yeah.
I just went and got another bottle.
Hey, you might need to take that
How
back.
you
God damn
feel, Walt?
Shit. That nigga talking about eating
Damn,
cooch.
Walt.
I'm like, shit, I don't need to eat the cooch.
You don't. Why not?
I do that shit when I want to. Nigga, I don't have to, and I
Oh,
don't
you
need to.
one of them type of
I'm
niggas.
I don't know, Walt. I don't
You
know.
one
Hey,
of them
Chris,
type of
Chris,
niggas.
Chris, Chris. Do you
Cut
see how his beard is grown in? He
That's
been
because
eating
that
cooch.
he
That
got one of
ain't
them
where he
booty
Oh, I
got
didn't
it
say
eating
I
from.
did.
beards.
Oh, I didn't
That's
say
what
I
that
didn't.
is.
I didn't
My
say I
nigga, that's
didn't
a
do it.
booty eating beard. That's why it's not
Yeah,
coming in everywhere.
Shit.
exactly.
A booty
Hey,
eating.
That is booty eating because he missing spots. He got
That's what that is. He eat them groceries.
He said,
that's
"Cause
hey,
the
he
duty
missing the
street. The
spot."
duty
hey, the
street
booty
took that
eating
shit
beard don't
away.
even get a beard.
What'd he get?
This nigga Tone got me looking at my shit like, hold on, nigga, what? Wait a minute.
Oh, you got all
He
the
been eating
noise.
booty.
You got all the noise. You ready?
He been eating booty.
You see that nigga Jay Smooth? He not missing hair nowhere.
Yeah,
This nigga stupid.
Oh yeah,
that
man, you
nigga
gotta
face be
marinate.
planted.
He said he gets
Hell yeah,
down.
Walt, you damn, yep, should be planted, dived in it, nigga.
He gets down from the
And
rooter to the tutor.
I forget to wash this shit.
Gee.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
That
Ugh.
I'm
nigga,
trying to
he
tell you.
He
fall
said he forget
asleep,
to wash it.
fall asleep, wake up the
Ugh.
next morning, nigga.
You hear me? That
Hey, do
hey,
Your
you
shit
Tone.
be
Hey,
hard. It
Tone,
ain't
look,
beard
Ugh.
look, look,
straight.
look.
Oh, dirty
That.
beard ass nigga.
Oh.
Like, oh,
Oh.
let me go hop in
Yeah.
the shower, gang. Let me go fix this up.
Yeah, let me fix this up.
Ugh. Dirty beard nigga.
Hey, see, Wall, you probably been diving
Walt?
in some nasty shit, bro. Ooh,
Hey,
wait.
I got asked a
My
question.
nigga Walt.
Somebody asked me, Oh,
Where
okay.
the fuck are
Somebody
you?
asked me. Yo, if Eminem wanted to battle Kendrick Lamar, who would win? And I told them before anybody say something, I told them, I said Kendrick would win.
Kendrick will win.
I said that, and Eminem is my top 5.
Eminem is in my top 5 as well.
And I said
Same here.
Kendrick will win.
You think
And
Kendrick would?
anybody could go.
Hey,
I think.
my shit going with. I gotta ride with K Dot.
See,
I'm gonna have to
K
too,
Dot.
nigga. Hey, you know why? You know why I cannot go. I can't go against the turf, fool. I can't do that. I can't go against home, fool.
Yeah, I gotta run with K Dot, bro.
And M is a motherfucker. He's a motherfucker. Him
now
and Wayne, them motherfuckers.
Now wait, don't throw Wayne in there because
Don't throw the Wayne in that
people
shit.
ask me. Look, they've asked me about Wayne. They say, "Yo, what do you think of Wayne and Kendrick?" And
I'm
I
still
told
rocking
them
with Kendrick. I'm still.
I
going
have
with
to.
Kendrick.
I have to
like a
listen,
motherfucker.
fool. That
No.
was the reason. That was the
I
reason
don't
why I
know.
brought up Wayne. I'm saying the
I'm
same
still
thing
riding
I
with
feel
K Dot.
about
Wayne would give
Wayne would not give nothing. Don't do that.
what? Wayne would
Don't
give
do
this
that.
nigga a run for his
Don't do
fucking
that. Don't
money.
do that.
That's
No, don't do that. Don't
No,
do
that's
that.
on my
Don't do that.
motherfucking.
No,
Bro, I'm
don't
telling
do
you.
that. Don't do that.
I'm telling you, bro. Wayne
No,
would give
don't do
Kendrick
that.
a run for his
Wayne
money,
won't
bro.
get nigga. Don't do that. Wayne won't do shit.
No, Wayne
Bro.
will do some shit, but
he ain't getting no run for no
Wayne ain't
money.
gonna fuck with. He will. He will,
Nah.
but
Are
he
you
ain't gonna fuck with
serious?
K Dot though. He can't. He ain't
Wayne
fucking with K Dot,
metaphors,
bro.
just
Lyrically,
Wayne metaphors would just fuck K Dot up. Just his
Man, Wayne gets his metaphors from other
bro,
people.
Just
Nigga,
his
shut up.
before you
K
say,
Dot got
Let's be
crazy.
real with it. If y'all really want to know the real shit, Wayne gets a lot of his
before
shit from
you say
others.
lyrically, because you got to remember the nigga Wayne, the nigga was doing a lot of shit off the dome, cause like he got
Bro,
dummy records where he don't even remember the
I was
shit.
gonna say, nigga, lyrically,
The nigga don't even remember
Bo
his written
is
shit.
wild, bro.
Like,
Lyrically,
stop
Bo is
it.
wild. I'm still gotta rock with K Dot. Just I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. Just cause, bro, from this, he
He
here.
from the
He
turf.
west.
That's what I'm saying.
He from the West
I'm gonna
Coast.
rock with him. He
Nah.
from the turf, fool.
Regardless,
And
Wayne
I'm
ain't
not
doing
trying
it.
to be biased though, bro. But Wayne
I'm
got
That
that
biased as
is
shit.
fuck.
biased though. Hold
I
on, that
know
is
you.
biased.
I am being a little biased, but
Hey, it's
I'm being
biased.
biased as fuck.
you're right.
I don't
It's
give a fuck.
very
I
biased.
yeah, I am.
Me, look, I'm
I
gonna
am.
tell you
But
right now, Biz,
I'm not. I'm
Tone,
looking at.
and Jay
K
Smooth,
K
we
Dot,
all three
bro.
just
K
did some
Dot, bro.
biased shit, bro. You hear what we just
K Dot.
said?
K
No,
Dot,
I'm
bro.
looking at it. I'm looking at it from a creative standpoint and an artistry standpoint. Not looking at from coast or where they're from. Just as artistry.
Artistry.
Wayne
Yeah.
lyrically.
Artistry, Wayne ain't doing that shit.
Wayne
We're not
lyrically
talking about body of
is
work,
a
right?
followers. Well, some followers online I don't really know personally, but if you see me across tours, you see me on the road and shit, you know what I mean? Then you know, I know who you are. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like you
And
could be bigger, cousin, but I think the thing that's missing, and I need you to just hear me out, okay? Because this is real serious. I'm gonna give you some real good like gems that'll probably that's all you need to take you to that level, right? That Michael Jackson stardom, because I know that's your nigga. You like Michael. When you want to get to Michael, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do.
well,
Feature
I ain't
me.
never say I want to get to Michael, but
Feature me. That's all you need to do, cousin.
put you on the record. Okay, I gotta do
feature,
that.
feature me.
I
That's all you
gotta do
gotta
that.
do. I'm telling you,
You hear that,
you gonna
Walt?
skyrocket.
You hear that, Walt? I gotta put Trisha on the record. Once I get
That's
on the
it.
record, I
Put
think we
Trisha
good.
on the record.
See, y'all heard it, people. Y'all heard it straight from the source.
That's it. Y'all listen,
Straight
be
from the
listening
source.
for it. It's coming to you soon. It's coming soon. Don't sleep on it.
Gas Mask Trap TV podcast where we fell top that bull. Nah, Trisha. I think I think we should have like I was thinking about putting like a pod together, you know what I mean, for a reaction for us to do a reaction show. Just kind of start off with like a reaction podcast type of ordeal, and where we react to the videos and stuff like that. I got your other stuff too. I got your what was it, Trisha Unfiltered? No, what was it?
Off the Grid.
Off the Grid. Yeah. People, y'all go check on that. Check out Off the Grid. It's in the stream. It's in our playlists. Just go through the Biz Entertainment Network channel and just type in the search box Off the Grid with Trish and you'll see it. It's literally, it'll pop up. She's there. You'll see her podcast.
My wilder days.
No, it's not. That shit was only like almost a year ago. Cause
I've grown so much. That was in my wilder days. I think I was off that yak back then. No, I'm just...
Well, people, thank y'all so much. Gas Mask Trap TV podcast where we filter out that bull. Where's my mouse? I've been looking for my mouse, and I think I dropped it or put it somewhere. Or
you need to borrow my cat? You got mouses?
No, I have like my little.
My ass.
Anyway, I can't find my. Hey, I can't find my little. My computer mouse, man. Shit's fucking me up.
That's why you need to get one of them ones with the cord attached to it. Then you won't lose it.
Damn. That's old as fuck.
Exactly. Because y'all had me feeling hecka old earlier. Y'all was talking about, when we grew up on Lil Wayne. I said, oh, hell no. I'm old as hell. They grew up on Lil Wayne.
Hell yeah.
No.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I grew up on Lil Wayne.
That's a shame. I was way grown. I was way past grown when Lil Wayne was doing his thizzle, okay?
Let's see. Let me see if I got something.
I grew up on Pac.
Oh yeah, I grew up on Pac too.
Compton Most Wanted. That's what I grew up on.
They won't let me take
you
it.
Could not have grown up on Pac and freaking Lil Wayne. Which one was you growing up on? Them two total different. They two total different places. You wasn't
what? You crazy.
They wasn't even out at the same time. They wasn't together. You had to either been grown up on it or remember listening to it. You grew up on Lil Wayne. You remember listening to Tupac.
Hell yeah, I grew up on Tupac. I know Tupac verses. I used to sing Tupac verses.
Not to sing. You used to sing them? You turned that shit into songs, cousin?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They said Tupac. You see dude? He said he Tupac.
Who?
Dude with the dreads. What's that dude name?
Oh yeah.
He said he Tupac. He came out. He said I am Tupac. His wife be calling him Tupac and everything from the background.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. People, thank y'all. We finna go up out of here. Y'all have a great one. Subscribe. All that great shit. We gonna chill. Gang, gang.
I'm benzo in a pinto, demolition all your rentals, mental, separate your tempo like that Cartier don't fit you. Now she loving what she used to, and you really never knew. She wants a gritty guy, blow it through her spine, let that movie go. Your bumper clocks, make her through your spine. If you think you're tough, she go right, crush no crooked line, something she won't. Keep in mind what you see inside of the golden island. Say you don't wanna go with the golden baby, born in California on an island, baby. Like dominoes, sticks and stones won't hurt me. Send them shots at your door. I'm an iron golden baby. I'm like, come out. Never don't stop tomorrow. Just know where you at. This Cali Island bar. Not watching pray to God. I'm a dinner with you. Not watching pray to God. Mother's cry come with no design when she's loving you. Father's pride come with no design. Here's your target shoot. disguise, keep her body moving in the umbilical. All in my mind was no love inside on the golden island. I don't really know if you really see me. These stars were not aligned. If I told you not agree, see that is what she told me when she cast it out to sea. The vision of an island boy, she said, come on, money don't stop tomorrow. Just the way you act, this Cali Island bar. Now watch him pray to God, I'ma give you what you want. Now watch him pray to God, I'ma give you what you want. She wants a gritty guy, blow it through her spine. Let that movie go, your bumper clock to make it through your spine. If you think you're tired, see these guys paint with bloody lines. That's a really cool. All in my mind was no love inside on the lonely island. See, you don't wanna go with the golden baby. Born in California on an island, baby. They fall like dominoes, missing stones. Won't hurt me, send them shots at your door. I'm the island golden baby. I'm like, come on, nigga, don't stop tomorrow. Big lips hit your block, shake it up and up, push the car. Now watch him pray to God, I'ma let him with you. Now watch him pray to God,